Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Hey, it just turns on like that.
Oh, hi.
Holy moly.
Hi.
Well, hello, everybody.
What's up? Oh, I guess I'll take it. Hey, that's Steve up there. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to Not Quite Perception Check. Welcome to, oh gosh, the search for the favorite flavor of the Duchess of Delicacies. This is a D&D 5e. This is a little adventure slapped together by our friend Steve up there. That's Steve. He's new.
Hey.
Hello, I'm new.
Hi,
I'm
Steve.
Steve. Both of those things are true.
Yeah,
Hello,
he's
new
our-
Steve.
Yeah.
He's our DM for the evening. And look, we got Robert.
Hey, Robert.
We got him away from the easel for like an hour.
Yay!
This is Kim. She's been here before, but it's been a minute. Welcome back, Kim.
Thank you.
And some guy just showed up, and we said, "Hey, do you want to sit down?" And
I
that
said
was-
no, but they're like, no, fucking sit down. I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's amazing what cocking a gun will do. It's yeah. Anywho, so as is usual, we'd like to, of course, thank our sponsors for us being here. Starting up with Norse Foundry, and for those of you who have been asking, because I know you've been asking, the Felted Friend dice that you all pre-ordered are going to either be in their shop by Friday or by Tuesday, and then they will be mailed to us, and then we shall get them to you. So soon-ish is the answer for that. But also use code PerceptionCheck at checkout for 15% off of your order from Norse Foundry. They make all kinds of cool dice and accessories and all that cool stuff. And then we got Wormwood. Wormwood Gaming. Use code Perception at checkout for free shipping anywhere in the USA. Wormwood. We like your stuff.
Wormwood.
Yeah,
I've got my dice.
Super fun. Ooh, shit, you got the cool ones. I'm sitting
Yeah, the obsidian.
Nice.
Oh, I know it well. I'm either gonna get.
I know it
I want those. And then we're also members of the Diceomancy program with Level Up Dice. We actually have a couple giveaways that will be on the way soon for all of you because we've hit level 2 in the Diceomancy program because we've guested on some shows, we played with them, they're super fun. But if you shop using our link, it helps us level up more so we can get more stuff for all of you back in the community. That said, we also have our friends over at Atoms Family, Atoms with a Z. An atom like the, I almost said a molecule, that's stupid.
Yikes.
Like the particle, the particle. Huh? Shut up. So atoms_family, use code PerceptStudio for 10% off of your order. They make cool nerdy shirts, like D&D stuff, like Dungeon Master shirts and Cleric shirts and Wizard shirts and all that kind of cute stuff. Not in my size though. The fuck, man.
Aww.
For
I'd
sure.
love to talk to them about that.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, there are ways that you can interact with tonight's show. You can, it's all down there, but for $5, you can give a player a blessing. Now, a blessing, if you're unfamiliar, pay attention. It's going to be a D6 that you can apply to anything. So that's to, like, say you roll a D20, you add your modifier, but you're still a little bit under, you can roll a D6. And then you can add that number to that. But you can also use it to add to damage or to checks, etc., etc., etc. Basically, anywhere dice are rolled, you may use a blessing.
Anywhere your dice are rolled.
For $10, you can give any of your players a reroll. Now, rerolls are the blue number. Those blessings are the white number. So there's individuals, but down there are also group ones. So if you don't want to pick somebody, like if you don't want to pick me, you're wrong, but you could choose to give it to the group. And those will go down there. And that allows us to re-roll our bad rolls, giving us a better chance at success. Very fun. At $15, you can give the DM a re-roll. Now, a DM re-roll, that allows you to force us to re-roll our good rolls. However, we can use our blessings to sort of block that thing.
Yeah,
And say,
especially
"Nyah."
if we get like a natural 20 and we're like, oh no, he may make us re-roll them, but we have a blessing.
That's right. Lots of math involved and stuff or something. Anyway, for $25, you can create a character, either an enemy, an ally, whatever you want them to be, and drop them into our story. You get to describe them, and Steve has to deal with it and just bring them into his world, and we play with them. For $50, you can give DM powers to any one player at the table.
For 1 whole minute.
For 1 whole minute. One of us gets to take over the entire story. Anything we say goes. And once again, Steve just has to deal with it.
What do you mean? Steve gets to sit back for a whole minute?
Oh, well.
While we take a sledgehammer to whatever you
Right,
want.
that's right. Destroy 'em!
And then at every $100, we gonna sing a bard song.
Oh no.
We've learned our lesson, we basically just do it in the Drunken Irish song, improv song thing. So every $100 we do that. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what we're doing. That's what's up.
That's some pretty good stuff to be at. Well, then I guess we should be up to the game. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, then I guess we should be up to the game. So yeah, we are. We are going to be on the search for the favorite flavor of the Duchess of Delicacies. You see, because she has a favorite flavor, and you have to figure it out. But to start that, I want to start by letting everybody have a little bit of moment of character introduction. You guys are going to be out in a field. You're waiting for your ride to show up. Now, you aren't exactly sure who's coming or how they're going to transport you or where they're taking you, but you know that you have been asked by Verte Song, by letter, and by name for you to come and help him find out the favorite flavor of the Duchess of Delicacies. So as you're hanging out outside, your nice, beautiful day out on a grassy plain, there's no one else around. Let's do some brief...
Steve, that's 2 DM rerolls for you. Good luck. May the power protect you.
Good. You guys are already in trouble. All right, so yeah, as you are hanging out outside, enjoying this wonderful day, let's do some quick character introductions. I'm going to say we just go down this line. So let's start with Timur... Timur D.
Timur D. All right. Yes. I am Timur Dunal. I am a Furbolg rogue. And he's just a really calm guy. He just is out and about. Gets hired by a few different agencies every once in a while, but, doesn't really let it get to him very much. He's just... keeps it on the level.
He's just a good, chill dude.
Just good, chill dude. Some guys have to die sometime. It's all right. It's just happens.
Yeah. All right.
It's horrific to handle those sorts of choices with such a laser fire. I don't like it.
All right.
I don't like it at all.
You don't like it at all.
All right. Cool. So yeah, we have Timur Dunal. Dual. I'm Timur D. It will be D for the entire night. And next up we have a Sweet Longan.
Sweet Longan. That is my name. And I am from a land far away where I've lived with the loveliest, most luxurious of people. And I have fled my castle and gone on to explore on my own. We'll see what she gets up to. But she's a sorcerer.
Fair enough. All right, so we have a sorcerer escapee from her own castle. And next up, we've got Duchess. Is that right?
Hey everybody, Cucumber. I'm playing Duchess. He's a Furbolg ranger. He's got a little tortoise that, I guess not so little. It's a big tortoise. It's also his steed. He rides it across the land. His name is Noodle, so he rides Noodle all across the land, taking his time.
Noodle.
He's a ranger, even though he doesn't really like shooting at stuff. He's just a crack shot, I tell you. That's Duchess.
Duchess and Noodle. I'm most excited about Noodle. And then Robert as Morthos. Give us your intro.
Hi, I'm Morthos Brightwater.
Yarr.
A tiefling bard
Oh.
who has no family and has no friends, and yet has found his way through his forest life here among you with this journey, but always happy to help and treat others with respect and dignity, despite what he may be receiving himself.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm throwing out this one shot, and it's just going to be about Morthos making friends now.
Okay.
No, I'm lying. We're going to make it terrible first. So as you're all gathered together, you're having a great time, you're outstanding in your field, as it were.
Hey.
And as you do that, if you'd like to, everyone can make a quick perception check.
Oh, he said it. All right, hold on. Perception. Check. Booka. +2. I got a 4.
I also got a 4.
All right, well, those 4s, you have discovered blades of grass. They are all around
Go get
you.
him, Noodle.
18.
Ooh, all right. With an 18, you do notice that something up above, there seems to be a little glimmer against the sun, right? You look up into the sun, and that's a terrible thing to do, and yet you do it because that's how perceptive you are, that you notice that there's a little shadow on the sun, and it's coming closer and closer and closer. And as you watch, you realize it is a hot air balloon. It is covered in all sorts of colors, and it is descending from the sky down to you. Aboard it, there's one passenger. Well, one captain. And she's a small halfling woman. She's a little bit better than 3 foot tall. Red hair. She's wearing chainmail, and she is jumping off the side, holding on to a rope, and swinging down. And she actually lands on the ground before the balloon does. She lands, she walks away, she lets go, and the balloon slowly glides down right behind her. And she says, "Oh, well, hi, I'm Millie Gustrider. I'm here to take you all to the Tenth River Basin."
Well, hello, Millie.
Hi, Millie.
Hi.
How,
You want to pet my
what a
noodle?
fabulous entry.
She's gonna turn and look at Yoxus and say, "That's an inappropriate question
No,
to ask a
no,
person you've just
he's my
met."
tortoise. This is Noodle. He's real friendly.
She's a little bit skeptical, but she will definitely pet your tortoise because your tortoise is adorable.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He even has a little chew toy. It's like a pipe, so he looks real smart.
I'm sold. She believes you. She's like, this tortoise, he's seen some things. He's done some things. He's probably more experienced as an adventurer than many of you.
100%.
But as she's looking at it, and Saradis is following us now. Good. And yeah, as she's looking over your things, she's like, "Oh, we need to get going. Welcome to Go With The Float Transportation. This is the Pillow Fort. You will be traveling in it. Any of you who are looking at it right now may notice that there are 4 of you as well as a big tortoise. And this is a hot air balloon that has seating for 2. And she's also here as captain. But before she lets any of you start to board, she needs to give you a little bit of a pre-flight check. And so she's gonna go up. She's gonna stand up on top of it, and she's gonna look down at all of you from the wicker, and she's gonna. Welcome to Go With The Float Transportation. I will be your captain, cabin crew, and confidant on this journey. You can call me Millie Gustrider. With that, she strikes a brief pose and hangs off the side of her balloon. Before you board, there are some provisos, quid pro quos, dictums, and edicts you should adhere to. First, if you happen to be carrying any extra-dimensional spaces, pocket universes, folds in the nature of reality, alternate timelines, or MacGuffin-powered devices, please inform your cabin crew prior to descent into the Pillow Fort so we may prevent the absolute and complete destruction of this part of reality by trying to bring them inside. This balloon is equipped with handy-dandy patented stuff on the side sacks. You can find them on the side. They are sacks. Put your stuff in them. She climbs up the side of the balloon and continues her pre-flight check, making sure knots are tied just so even one out of place and the wind winds could rip this balloon asunder. Now sit back and enjoy the flight. There are tiny sandwiches, and they're tiny to me, so I'm a halfling, so for many of you they will be absolutely diminutive sandwiches. But they are delicious. I've made sure that there are enough for everyone, but please, only 1 mineral water each. Our flight time should be just over an hour, giving you caster sorts enough time to adjust the spells you have prepped. And away we go! And with that, she is going to let all of you board. Who would like to get onto this balloon first?
Millie, I do have a question. I wasn't expecting to travel by air, and I do have a fear of heights.
Here, drink this totally not drugged milk. I learned it from an old friend named Baracus.
Wait, what is this?
You ever watch the A-Team?
No.
They used to drug B.A. Baracus so he would knock out when he was flying. Anyway, long story. It wasn't worth it.
Well, Millie's going to look at her flight manifest because she has all of your names, and she's going to say, Timur, D, Mr. D. Yeah, well, that's fine. If you stay, if you want to, you can cover your eyes the entire time. You don't have to see anything. It'll be perfectly fine. It'll be a smooth ride. Mostly. Part of it. As long as you're not looking, it's a smooth ride.
Right. Oh, okay. I start walking on board.
You fail your perception check, and not even rolling. Yeah, you manage to walk on board. It's just a wicker basket. It's a pretty easy thing to walk onto, and it's comfortable. And you, however, are a furbolg. How tall are you?
About 7 feet tall.
It's a little bit cramped. Like, you've got space if it was just you, but you look out and there's a tortoise and 3 other people who have yet to board. Who's the next person who'd like to climb on board and try to pack yourself into this hot air balloon?
I'm gonna sit on Noodle and be like, George! So I'll be the last one on.
Love it.
I am seeing Tamar in the one carriage / hot air balloon, and I'm thinking, I'll go into the other one. It seems more private.
All right, well, there is only the one hot air balloon.
Oh, there's only one hot air balloon.
Just one hot air balloon.
I was thinking this was a...
Oh, no, she does not have a fleet. She has but the one. She has but the pillow fort and but this much space for you all to pack in.
I suppose it's all or nothing then. And I'm stepping gently onto it, testing it first.
Oh, it's perfectly fine and reasonable. It's on the ground, and it feels... You know what, actually, you can go ahead and make a perception check again.
Okay.
You're using your foot, and...
Still 4.
All right. Then you notice that it is made out of wicker. It most certainly is, and it's on the ground, so it's fine. The way that it smushes down a little bit when you step, but that's normal. That's wicker. And now you are sitting in that, standing. There are no seats. What, you want this to be comfortable? No, you are comfortably standing as a tortoise is charging towards you. Tell me a little bit about this tortoise and what you're going to do as you get there and you find a full basket of people.
Ooh. Was that me?
Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
so sorry. I was gone.
It happens to us all.
So I arrived with a basket full of people. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you're going to try to get on this hot air balloon, but it is full of people right now. One of whom is a furbolg, one of whom is not. And you are a furbolg, and you have a tortoise. You have a
2
lot of
seconds.
space.
2 seconds. Interruption. Chat time. The welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, friends.
Oh, wow.
We're just getting started, so stick around. Enjoy the journey. The journey of the search for the favorite flavor of the Duchess of Delicacies. Yes. Hooray. I tried to, so I steer because, of course, Noodle has reins. They're very loose. They're gentle reins. They're like, the ones that go on the back of a dog where it's like, it's not around their neck, but it's like if they try to go forward, it just forces them to go in a circle. It's like those kinds. So Noodle, like, this is very slow motion, but I make a cross and a head, and I sidle up next to the fellow furball because I haven't seen one of my elk in quite some time. So I want news of the world. I spend a lot of time.
We're not
with
elks. We're cow people.
I said elk.
Oh, I see.
So, all right. So, as you are shoving yourself into this basket made for 2 people, with now three people and a tortoise, you're all in there. Morthos, you seem to have made the wise choice not yet to jump into this mosh pit on a hot air balloon. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm a little concerned. I know what our goal is to discover this favorite flavor, but do we know where this balloon is going? I'm stepping back, kind of like, I feel a little uncomfortable about this. Who is this person? Everyone seemed to jump in so readily.
That's true. And then the guillotine comes down. And this was the shortest one shot. And now it's just the story of Morthos making friends after watching all of the ones he made destroyed. But it's not, no. Millie is watching this and she is stifling a giggle. Because she knows that there's something up here, that there is room for all of you, but you seem to have not found it. And since Morthos, you have this little bit of suspicion, what do you want to say to Millie to try to convince her to help you guys out?
Millie, it seems as though there's only room for 2 comfortably, and as you can see, there are 4.5 of us.
She smiles a little bit and nods. It's like, I do see that. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you're aware of that. So is there something we should be doing in order to make things more comfortable for us? Or do you, as Sweet Longan had suggested, maybe there's a second VIP pillow fort coming
all right,
soon?
well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
You gotta open up the bottom and take the ladder down. Which seems to all of you to be a terrible idea because this is a hot air balloon and the bottom is the bottom, and if you lift up the bottom, you just fall through, right? who would like to lift up the bottom? Or I guess all of you are going to have to pile back out first, because I don't know if any of you has the strength check required to lift up a tortoise, 2 furbolgs, and a
Right,
sorcerer.
Noodle, come on, get off the door now. There we go.
And as you all scoot back out, one of you, who would like to be the one to open up the bottom of this balloon?
I'll take care of that.
Right.
I'm happy to help and figure out what's going on with this.
All right. So yeah, Morthos, your friend here, comes over, and you find on one end there's a little hook that you can grab, a little bit of fabric, and as you lift it up, expecting to just see grass coming up, instead you are greeted by an entire room. It's like the galley of a ship. There's a rope ladder that leads all the way down, and if you climb down, there's more than enough room for all of you. There's even room for a tortoise in there, easily. And it's comfortable and plush. There are pillows everywhere. It's like, a pillow fort.
Oh my god.
Millie, you were holding
She was
out
holding
on
out.
us.
Like, I'd like to do that for first-timers.
Well done, Millie. Well done.
She's like, but yeah, go ahead down, eat those tiny sandwiches, and have some mineral water, one each.
One each. Yeah.
What?
Okay, just the one.
What?
Yes.
Noodle gets one as well, right?
That's a good question.
I'll share it with Noodle, but someone's got to help me catch him.
Oh.
He's real heavy.
Oh,
Like real heavy.
I can give it a go. I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Let's have a strength or athletics check
Okay.
to help Noodle down.
Both of us?
Grace. If you'd both like to,
I'll do
go for it.
athletics. Shit, I got a 6.
Oh,
Noodle.
17.
Noodle.
17. And what did you get, Yaxis?
I got a 6.
6. All right.
Come on, Noodle, I got you.
Yaxis is the first one to catch, and you end up getting the front of Noodle, and Noodle starts just flattening you down. And fortunately, just at that moment,
What did I do?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no,
Noodle has
squashed
crushed the entire party.
Noodle,
with the
no.
16, you are able, and you are able to safely bring Noodle down. It's a little bit uncomfortable at first, but once Noodle takes a couple of steps and climbs off of Yaxis, it's not so bad. As you get down there, you do notice there is a table and a small tray of tiny sandwiches, and they are in fact diminutive sandwiches, because they're tiny sandwiches for a halfling, and a halfling is much smaller than, say, the 2 furbolgs who have joined this group. And so yeah, there's a plate of these tiny little sandwiches that you can eat. However, you do not see any mineral water. Seems to have been a lie.
That Millie's up to something again, guys.
Yeah, is there another door we have to lift? The mineral water
Millie.
door?
If you want, you can do a really quick investigation check. Anyone who would like to, anyone who's thirsty, may make an investigation check. If you're not thirsty, you can't. Go for it.
Generally for me, mineral water is generally too minerally for me.
And us in Wonderland. Thank you for the follow.
9.
All right, I'm going to use one of my DM rerolls
Aw,
because I want some success. and so sweet. Go again.
All right. Da-da-da-da-da. 14.
All right, a 14 is enough. You notice that one of these seats, most of them are all cushioned and nice, but one of them, the lip of it comes out just a little bit further than you expect, and when you go over and you poke at it, why, it opens up, and inside there's a small chamber, and inside of that chamber there are bottles of water, and one small lizard that is bright, kind of electric blue. It's wrapped around another bottle in the back that does not look like water, and you were not told you could have something that's not water, so maybe it's not for you. But it looks up to you, and it does not seem aggressive. Seems like you have your water.
Hello, small, newt-looking creature.
It says nothing, but it does lick its eye.
Guys, I think I found the Evian.
all right, that sounds great. Oh, thank you. Could you chuck me one?
I threw it over.
And there are enough that also Noodle may have.
Ooh, a blessing for everyone. Thank you, TKH.
I,
Much appreciated.
I see this little lizard, and he seems like he would make a nice little comrade, a little friend to kind of like sit and hang out. And I was wondering if I could experience with my animal handling and see if I could make friends with this little
You
lizard.
can definitely make an attempt.
Okay.
I did not. Was there a character earlier? Arsenal, I didn't see it. Sorry.
14.
14. He's a little trepidatious, but you're able to pet it and touch it. But you get the sense when you're interacting with him that he doesn't want to leave this bottle. He's got this larger bottle. It looks like something a little bit nicer, and you get the impression that he's there to guard it.
Okay. Sorry, little guy. He's hang up there. It's cool. Y'all see him sitting on this bottle, right? Like,
I tried to talk to
It's
him.
it just doesn't seem to warm up to me very much. Just
Well,
for
I'm
shining.
pretty good with reptiles. Let me try it. All right, come on,
Yeah,
Noodle. Do
go
your
for it.
thing. Son of a bitch. I got an 8. I'm going to use my blessing, please. And I have my D6. All right, hold on. I got to do the Scooby-Dooby. Fucking, that's 10.
Oh,
All right, with a 10, you are not able to convince it off, but between the two of you looking at this lizard, you realize it's actually what's keeping everything cold in there. It seems to be some sort of elemental of some sort. Well, a lizard and an elemental, something in between. And as you touch it, it is cold to the touch, and it is keeping that bottle that it's holding frozen. Yes, cucumber.
All right, so Arsenal tipped for a character earlier,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was Muna, a minotaur, wondering where their not drugged milk went.
oh God.
All right. Oh yeah, Luna the Minotaur. Got it. Thank you for catching that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. I totally missed it.
Well, thank you, whoever did.
Yes, thank you, Arsenal.
Fantastic. And now you are all safely put inside of the pillow fort. Now Millie comes up and she looks down and she says, well, we're on our way. And yeah, you are welcome to sit down here and chill out. Or if you are that curious about where you're going, I have room for 2 of you up top.
Oh, Millie, I do have a question about your lizard friend here. Is he guarding something special?
Oh yeah, that's my vodka.
Oh, understood.
Yeah. I need the second bottle to make my way back home after going through the winds. It's a ride.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
great.
Through the
Millie, are
what
there
now?
any other captains on this hot air ship?
No, just me and the pillow fort. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. With that, you are no longer on the ground, so it better be fine because you don't think that you can get off right now.
Ooh.
However, if you want to, anyone who would like to can go up top and watch and enjoy the views. Otherwise, you can stay downstairs and enjoy the pillow fort.
I'll go upstairs. I haven't traveled this fast in a decade.
All right. Then, yeah, there's enough room for you up there. You would think that there'd be enough room for you and Millie, but Millie doesn't seem to spend much time in the basket of this balloon at all. She seems to be piloting it from outside of the balloon, mostly falling. Falling might be her style of piloting. You're not entirely sure. But as she takes off, you start heading towards this huge storm that lingers to the north of you. It is an immense storm that has been there as long as you can remember. You've never seen it not there. And as she's approaching, she's going straight towards it. It's like going into a hurricane.
Millie?
Millie.
Millie?
Yeah, is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, how about avoiding the storm?
Oh, that's where we're going. You want to get on the other side, don't you?
Is there another way?
I open the hatch and I ladder like firemen down. Just
On a rope ladder.
yeah. Ow, oh, my hands, oh, my knees.
Roll for rope burn. No. Yeah, she looks shocked that you're uncomfortable. She's like, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And as she does that, she pulls the balloon and it starts spinning. Now, all the people downstairs, it's just a nice, quiet, comfortable ride. Every once in a while, you might look up and as Duchess is popping up and down, you can see through the window that, oh yeah, there's some clouds out there. It's a nice day. It's a little windy, but whatever. Once it closes, it's nice, and it smells mildly of lilac inside. You don't even feel the waves or the movement of this vessel at all.
Hey guys, so Psycho Millie up there, she's taking us through the storm. You know the one, the immortal storm. Yeah, she's going right for it. Oh jeez.
How come we're not feeling anything down here?
Yeah, it's just fine. It smells like lilac. It's really nice and kind
It
of
does smell
relaxing.
like lilac. I don't. You think if the
Oh, God,
balloon
maybe we're
dies,
already
we
dead.
die?
Oh no.
Maybe someone should knock out Millie and take the reins.
Does anyone here know how to fly on a hot air balloon?
I don't even like
Absolutely
heights.
not.
This is the first time I've ever been this high.
This is the peak of technology, and I'd ride a tortoise. What do you think?
I think we'll just have to trust that she knows what she's doing.
She gets drunk.
I would be too if I could get that alcohol away from that lizard.
Drunk.
So here's the question. Do you want to trust her and not look and just assume you'll make it through safely? Or is someone going to go up there and try to help, keep an eye, or watch what's going on?
With my cursed knowledge, I have to go back up and see this through.
All right. As Yaxis, as you make your way back up there, you're much closer to the storm now than you were before. The storm is whipping around you. The winds are picking up. It's 30, 40, 50 miles an hour out there, and it is whipping by. And you notice that it's actually difficult to keep track of where Millie is because she is climbing up the side of the outside of the balloon. When you come up, there is no one in the basket. There is no one that you see. But eventually, she does swing down on a rope just by you, and she makes quick eye contact and smiles. And is like, are there enough drinks? And then swings back up on the other side, and you see her disappear into the clouds. Things are getting a little bit faster and faster and faster because you are going through the winds. The winds here are whipping in both directions. Some of them are going 50, 60, 70, 80 miles westward, but some of them are going 60, 70, 80 miles eastward, and they're crashing against one another, creating these riptide currents of winds that you think could cut through you. And as you are riding along, you're watching Millie. She's climbing up the side. She jumps off, and suddenly everything spins. The balloon goes end over end, and she falls off, tumbling down into the clouds. You see her disappear into the mists. She's gone. You have no pilot. You have gone on a suicide. No, she's got a rope. She swings back up. It's fine. It's fine. She's fine. And she tells you that she looks at you, goes, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As she swings over and ends up on the top of the balloon and slides down. The rope that she was hanging onto has been sliced by these crosswinds, ripped asunder. You imagine that if the same thing happened to you, well, you wouldn't be you anymore. Well, you'd be two of you, but you wouldn't like it, and it would be terrible. And as she keeps coming, she runs around, and she stops in for just a moment. As you are swinging upside down, the balloon is hanging in the wrong direction, but there's enough centrifugal force or something keeping you in the basket as she looks at you. She, however, is staying right side up as she looks at you and says, are you doing okay? Millie, what the hell? That's the best I've heard somebody do on their first time. And then... and with that, she's going to run around to the other side, grab something, and spin. You see it just kind of flip and turn and make its way over one of these riptide currents of wind. And as that happens, the rain starts to hit you. The rain starts coming down, but no, it's not. You think that at first when you see this rain coming off you because everything's wet, but you realize the water is actually coming up from your feet, going up your body, and then flying off as raindrops into the sky. It is unraining on you right now. It is anti-raining, and you know that this is not the way the world's supposed to work, but that's where you are. Downstairs, everything smells like lilac.
Yeah.
And the sandwiches, I didn't mention this before, they're salmon, and they're very good. Yeah, they're delicious. The pillows are very comfortable, and the winds are going to rip you to shreds, youngs! This is the end! You don't know what's going to happen! Everything is going bad! And that's when, finally, the air clears. And you have made it through the winds. Turns out that this storm isn't a storm all the way through. It's only a storm on the outside to keep people from getting in or getting out, or really getting either way. It's a nice day in the Tenth River Basin as you're floating down, and she starts approaching. You see a river gently bending across the landscape. It's greens and trees and a scary mountain in the distance, but you're not going there today. She starts heading towards a manor that's on this river. And she starts bringing the balloon down calmly, and it sets down. You're all safely here in the Tenth River Basin, ready to meet the person who asked you to come. How are you feeling?
I hurl over the side aggressively.
This is how everything go.
Hey, Yaxis, you okay up there? Oh.
Maybe we should add a noodle. I start to climb the ladder, and I'm holding the tortoise above my head.
It's very fragile.
Yaxis. Aww.
Noodle, I have seen some shit.
Meanwhile, we were downstairs having ourselves a little nap.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
too bad
did you get one of the mineral
sandwiches,
waters?
Really?
What mineral water?
Yeah, that was great.
The rain was coming up from the ground.
I don't understand what you mean.
It was raining up. It was raining up.
I'm.
Duchess, I have a little sandwich. I shove a sandwich in it.
Oh, much better. Thank you.
That might help. Yeah.
Perfect. And yeah, now you're all able to disembark, and Millie lets you know. Well, I'll be here when you're ready to go. This is the only way to get home too.
Save some of that vodka for when we come back.
Oh, don't worry,
Sure.
I will. I've got a couple. And with that, you are set free. You're standing here, and you see just off to the way, on the hill above you, there's the manor. But between you and there's a small road, and along the side of the road there seem to be two people arguing. One of whom looks like he's a large man. He glints in the sun just a little bit as you approach him, the light kind of bouncing off of him, and why, that looks like he's arguing with a minotaur.
Oh.
What are you gonna do about these people? You coming towards them. They start shouting at one another, and there's like, I do not know. I did not take your milk. It was not me. It must have been someone else. I am lactose intolerant. I am intolerant of a great deal of many things, but lactose is one of them. And of course, this minotaur says, I, Muna, am here to find. I don't know why Muna also has a French accent, but they do. Muna, I am here to find my milk. Have you seen my milk? I need my milk.
You need this is your child. Never mind. It's okay. Listen, I think our energies seem very high here. What are the stakes? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say steak. What's the importance of this milk to you?
Muna fans themselves. I cannot believe you would say such a thing to me.
No. I just don't want you to gore anybody. Okay, I just let's get to the bottom of this, and maybe we can all be along our happy little ways.
Muna narrows their eyes and flares their nostrils, and the ring in their nostrils go floop.
Hate it when they go flip.
So does Muna. So she's even more upset now. Oh no! She stomps off and says, I will find my milk whether you want me to or not! And she starts heading off, and she's going into the manor.
Hey, Duchess?
Yeah?
Where did you get that milk from that you gave me?
Well, you see, it's the darndest thing, really. You see, I didn't realize that more than us were coming to this area, but, it rolled off a cart. There was a very minotaur-shaped silhouette. There was lots of angry French shouting, but listen, you just really need to make a safe journey. That's all. That's what I was concerned about there. Tamor Dnul.
Well, I appreciate that, but I hope we didn't make an enemy that we are now going to seemingly go to the same manor with.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's best for all to keep quiet for a while.
Okay.
Greetings, my friends! I see you are very quiet, and so I thought I would interrupt you. For I am Verteson. I asked you to be here. I see you came on Millie's pillow fort. Therefore, you must be the heroes that I have been seeking.
That's
arrows?
right. Oh, new character. Can't be a manor without a doorman, but this doorman is a living gingerbread man.
All right. You got
And we've also hit a bard song, I believe.
Oh.
Which we can do. We can settle this scene, and then we can jump into a bard
All right,
song.
good. Don't let me forget.
Oh, I won't.
Good. I mean, yes, of course. I am so glad that you have come. You see, I need your help. I am a little bit embarrassed to say, but I am a little bit too much of a coward to go into the manor myself, and so I would like someone else to figure out what it is that the Duchess likes to eat. Do you think you could do such a thing? It is a celebration day today, you see, and there are 7 chefs from all over the basin that have come here today to provide her with a meal. 7 different meals. Now, of course, this Duchess, she is let's say she is a very difficult person, and she does not allow everybody to enjoy these meals, but, and she is a little bit suspicious, you see, because someone may want to kill her. And so she has 7 poison tasters as well. Each of them will only try one dish, but she will get to have all 7. When she does, I need you to figure out which dish has what ingredient that she loves the most, because she has one ingredient that she loves above all others. Now, when you go in, I expect that there are 7 different ingredients that they will be using, and he can actually give you those. Says, I know that many of these cooks, they use a variety of methods, but some of them, these are some of the common ingredients we will see. The enormous butter. Now, you may be used to butter. What?
The enormous?
Yes, it is like a moose, but it is enormous. Milking it is quite a treat.
Don't say milking too loud, she's still here.
Oh no! with that, the Minotaur looks back and narrows her eyes, and then goes inside. Says yes. So yes, you must find the enormous butter, the dire shrimp. These are like shrimp, but they are dire, which makes them better in every way. Paprika. Everybody loves paprika. And glistenberry. Oh yes, glistenberry. It is a delicious elemental air berry. It is wonderful. And geriatric golf. It's wonderful. Yes, it comes from the east coast of the river basin.
You can eat it?
Oh yes, you sprinkle it on. You sprinkle it on. It's delicious. It gives a nice spice. It's particularly good on crabs. And of course, the purple sub places garlic. Yes. You have a question,
there's
my
another
purple
character.
friend.
The dead boy
goodness.
donated through bits, which is why it's not on the overlay. Okay, I cannot hold myself back. A Loxodon guard named Ellie Fant, who was tired of working for peanuts.
All right.
Thank you, dead boy.
Loxodon guard, tired of peanuts. All right, great. And yes, and the final ingredient that you may find there is Hellfire Rim salt. Why, it is the spiciest salt you will ever find. It comes from the Hellfire Rim of the Hellfire Rim Peninsula in Hellfire Rimland. The people there are not very creative with their names. Everything is named after the Hellfire Rim. That may be because it is the most dominant piece of the landmark. But yes, if you can figure out which one of those the Duchess loves the most, well, then I will be able to cook for her, and then I will be able to impress her, and then I will be able to marry her daughter and live happily and ever after, and probably still deal with her as a mother-in-law in a way that I probably would not like. But I will be rich and be married and be happy, for I love her daughter immensely. I have never met her, but I hear tales, and that's enough for me.
So, no offense, but what do we get out of all of this effort, friend?
Why, of course, I'm going to pay you handsomely, because I will be a prince afterward. But I am also wealthy now! And he struts around a little bit, and he's like, wealthy enough to hire you, and he's going to toss you each 50 gold pieces for each of you. And he's going to say, I will keep the rest for when you report back, and you can tell me what the favorite ingredient is of the Duchess.
Sounds like a plan, friend. Oh, we got another one. Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi shows up to be a guest sous chef. All right. Thank you, Big Jim.
All right. Being a very suspicious, being a person who is very suspicious of other people as a rogue, after he said that a few people want to kill the queen or the Duchess, and he wants to cook for her, I would like to insight.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we got that one. That was the elephant. Ellie Fant. Her name is Ellie Fant.
22.
I hope you're writing shit down, because I forgot all 7 of those things except for brimstone.
Oh no,
salt.
I've got our shopping list here.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, geez. Okay, good.
What did you get?
22 insight.
22 insight. You do not detect that he has any ill intent. Okay. He really does want to make this awesome meal so that he can use it to ingratiate himself to the Duchess and hopefully marry the daughter. Yes.
Obnoxious interruption.
Yes, please.
Ghostlight RPGs, thank you for the raid. Thank you for joining us.
you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Okay.
Awesome.
I would just like to say, being from that world, I, as a woman, feel it very strongly that the Duchess's daughter must also feel the same way about you as you do to her before marriage is to happen. Do you know what I'm talking about?
He says, of course, that makes sense, but I cannot even try to meet her and seduce her. I am not brave enough to do so until I know that I can make a nice meal for her mother.
That's very sweet, and I'm a romantic, so I'll agree.
He swoons unnecessarily.
I'm just here for the dinner.
He says, and of course, it is a nice dinner. You may, of course, eat as much as you like while you are there. But I also brought you nice hats, because it is a fancy event. You may choose from my selection. And he does have a whole chest full of hats. So if you would like a fancy accoutrement to put on, you may select one. There are monocles, there are top hats, there are nice sachet, sort of like what's the word for a thing that wraps around your neck? A scarf. That's what it is. Yes. There are many of these things. And you may each select one.
Right. I take a tortoise shell patterned hat, not made of actual tortoise shell, and I put that on my head. I grab a monocle and I put that on Noodle. And then I find some bubble juice and I put it in this pipe.
Perfect.
I find basically one of like the Three Musketeers hats with a long feather out of the top.
Love it.
Oh, Big Rain! Big Rain! Big Rain!
Oh, man!
Big Rain! Robert Hartley, GM, thank you for the raid. Hey, everybody,
Thank you.
welcome. We're trying to find the favorite flavor of the Duchess of Delicacies. And we've made it to the manor. Was it a manor?
Yes, it is a manor.
It's a manor.
It's in a manner of speaking. I'm not sorry. All right, yeah. Did we get everybody?
I'm taking a hat. I see one of those like fascinators, but it's like covered in like pink flowers.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this fits.
That looks nice. I found a type of.
The fuck is a fascinator?
Oh.
You know, like the royal family
side
wedding
hat.
when they have the little like tiny hats with like.
You mistake me for someone with culture. I don't know. All right, I believe you. Sorry.
I grab a scarf that has little kind of jewels on it, and it just looks fancy enough to kind of cover up the lack of fancy clothes that I'm already wearing. It just kind of dresses it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, it sparkles. It's
Yeah.
Some of them seem to be made out of glass. Some of them are gems, but the glass seems really nice. You each now have something nice that's enough that people think you belong here. It'll be fine. And yeah, you can make your way up. Well, actually, we need to sing, don't we? I think we've concluded.
Oh,
with him.
definitely. All right,
Yeah.
so yeah, you know, Ryan, you got this. You're setting this up.
I did. Yeah.
Don't fuck it up, though.
Oh, I went through all the windiness.
And came up on the side.
My turtle looks like fanciness.
I wish I could take a ride.
We somehow made it through the hills.
Eating sandwiches and drinking water.
I hope expensive is not the bills.
The Minotaur went to fodder.
We made our safe landing.
And looked at two people fighting.
We're going in handing.
My necklace looks great under this lighting.
I wear a...
Let there be light.
It looks
That's
great.
how good that song
it looks
was.
really good. Yeah.
The sun came out to
amazing.
shine for that.
Dot.
My feather looks extraordinary.
My flowers are pretend.
I think this song is rudimentary.
And I'm still looking for a friend.
And as you sing that, you are walking on your way up to this manor. However, the manor is not so easy to get into. You see, because there is, standing in front of it, there seems to be a man. Not just a man, but a ginger. And not just a man who has ginger hair. No, this is a ginger man. A gingerbread man. That's right. The enemy of so many people. He stands there, and he is holding with him his gumdrop rapier, and he is looking at you slowly as you come up. He says, "Who are you, and why are you here?"
We were invited. We're here for dinner.
He's gonna look at you up and down,
Yeah, take it all in.
and he notices all these fancy things that you're wearing.
Note my tortoise's monocle. They are nothing but class.
He's going to step over to your tortoise, and as he does, he crumbles just a little bit, which makes you concerned about his health coverage.
Oh, no.
And as he does, he leans down and he looks at the tortoise, and he looks the tortoise in the eye. And I'm going to need you to make an animal handling check to keep that tortoise from eating a gingerbread man.
I got a 14, but what if I want it to happen?
He eats the gingerbread man. He takes a bite right out of his arm, and he looks down and he goes, "No! No!"
Good work, Noodle.
Noodle.
Good work.
And he looks up at you and he says, "What kind of dastardly deed are you committing here?"
Noodle was hungry.
There weren't enough
You were
sandwiches.
delicious.
Rest in peace.
Noodles slowly keeps walking after him. And the gingerbread man falls down backwards. He says, "No, don't let him do it. Don't let him do it." But it's too late. As you watch the slow approach of Noodle, stomping step by step and consuming this gingerbread man's knee.
I
Well,
knew
you
we
see,
should've-
he was in pain, so really I did him a favor. He was crumbling. It was his time.
It takes about an hour
I
because
shaved
it's this
after.
very slow turtle.
Yeah.
But you have now defeated the gingerbread man who was about to let you in.
Oh.
Wow.
I take a gumdrop button and I put it on Noodle's head like a hat.
I have a little tape recorder with me, and I'm putting it up to his mouth to do some turtle ASMR.
Someone's going to definitely subscribe to that, and I don't want to meet them.
Is there a way to search the body for a key, or is it all in Noodle's stomach now?
You may if you would like. However, the door is open. He was simply at it, being the guard and the doorman. Like, he's just there, but now he is there, and he's there, and he's there, and he's inside of Noodle.
Duchess, I mean, I've killed some people, but that was
a cookie.
brutal.
It was a cookie. If
does
anything,
smell
he was
nice,
an
though.
enchanted creature. He's plant-based. It's okay. It's okay.
Noodle ate most of the sandwiches in the basement. I'm surprised he was still so hungry.
He's a big tortoise. He's got a saddle that can fit me, and I'm a very large furball.
All right. Well,
Fair
with that, as you finish watching this gruesome display of bakery destruction, there does appear to be somebody who's caught sight of it. They're just shaking their head back and forth, their trunk wagging back and forth as they do so. They sigh.
Hello there.
Oh.
He says, "Hello," because that's how Loxodon sounds. Most people don't know that, but now we all do. I also learned it just now. he says, and he says, "I saw what you did there, and I should tell on you,
Yeah.
but they pay me peanuts here, so screw 'em."
You know, I think there was some peanut butter in that gingerbread man. You want a bite of what's left?
That's horrible. He was my coworker.
Yeah, it was being the operative word.
That's a
Now
very
it's-
good point. And then he's gonna stomp. He's gonna stomp over and he's gonna loot the body with you. And yeah, you do actually loot this body. You can get some things off of him. Yeah, you've got a a gumdrop rapier now.
Okay.
You have some a frosting necktie. And you have just another small cookie. It's concerning
God, was
that
that his kid?
he carried around cookies with him. This seems to have been his lunch.
Oh no.
What a
It
cursed
opens up a lot of
existence.
questions about what the gingerbread community and society is doing. Fortunately, those are not questions we have to explore right now.
We'll
we
put a
need to.
pin in it.
Maybe the queen would like a cookie. With the
It's
Duchess.
possible.
Yeah, like I start folding up pieces of them into like a gift basket. maybe she'll appreciate it.
He's delicious. He is. Hopefully, she doesn't recognize him. But yeah, and with that, the Loxodon is willing to let you inside, and he's like, "Look, I'll take care of this."
Oh,
He was crummy,
God.
and no one will miss him.
They want you to roll for hotness on Ellie Fant.
I'm willing to do that.
Thank you. So it's
All
a
right.
D10 roll for these parts.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a specific hotness roll.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a
Welcome to
7.
Ooh.
All right.
All right.
Ellie's got it going on. I mean, because confidence
She
is
puts
worth
the
3
trunk in
points.
that junk, if you get what I'm saying.
That's it. Yeah. Ellie is gladly cleaning it up and also strikes a pose once she does. And everybody, just for a moment, you will all have to make a DC 11 Wisdom save or compliment her.
11, where are you?
And check your saving throw modifiers, because they'll be a little bit different than your normal modifiers.
7.
Okay, you have to compliment her.
I also got a 7.
Well, you roll a d20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good one. I know what I'm doing
It's all
here.
I got a 14.
Hey, no!
2 14s.
Thank you for the follow.
All right. Then the people who got higher than 11, you do not have to compliment Ellie. But those of you who got less than 11, you most definitely do. You are struck by her beauty, and you must reveal that to her right now in a statement.
You keep me on my toes like you are always anatomically forced to be.
You have the wrinkles of a young elephant.
In fact, I'd almost say you have no wrinkles at all.
Wrinkles at all. Wrinkles at all.
Cool. Did Morthos make that save? I missed what your number was.
Yes, 14.
All right, then you don't have to, but you can.
Nah.
Interesting. She looks
Note,
she looks
Morthos
lovely, but I'm
is
going to keep
a
it to
dick.
myself.
Sweet continues.
Character notes made.
Sweet continues. Nothing wrong with a little junk in the trunk, milady.
It's the me and the milady.
She responds simply with and you can see her blushing through her very gray powerful skin. And her ears flutter just a little bit.
Gonna fan herself down.
Yeah, you have made Ellie's day. And she is so glad.
Ellie, before we go inside, is there anything we should know about? Something about the Duchess we should be aware of?
The Duchess.
Duchess?
You know anything about your Duchess?
She says because she's going to start everything she says with that sound now. And she explains the Duchess is kind of not the most pleasant person, but she's very powerful, and so we let her get away with it. This isn't supposed to be a festival for her. She's just made it about her.
Who is it supposed to be a festival for?
Oh, it's for the Golden Stags. They're a religious figure for many of the people here. And sometimes it's been rumored that the Golden Stag will actually visit on its feast tonight, but I find that unlikely unless the feast pleases them.
This is a stag party?
You have indeed walked into the trap.
I forgot to tell you, but I'm actually an Asmar sorcerer. So, is there any history check I can make where perhaps I have a little more
you can do a
insight
history
into
or
that?
Arcana or just roll a d20
Whichever
and
one's
throw something on it.
easiest. 13.
13. All right, yeah, you would know that that you've heard of these golden stags, that there's a trio of them, and that what they stand for is community. That they each independently take care of different sections of this world, but together they're capable of much more, and that's part of what this festival is supposed to be about. An opportunity for not just one cook to make a meal, but for 7 of them to all come together and contribute something to create something greater for the whole, which, unfortunately, the Duchess is going to enjoy for herself.
What a shame. Maybe we can help out somehow.
Yeah, maybe we can convince her to share.
Yeah. Sharing is caring, after all. Isn't that right, Ellie Fant?
It is. There was no reason for her to do it a second time, but she wanted to. Yeah, and with that, you are able to enter this manor, and as you do, you see that there is a big party going. There are lots of people from around the town, kind of hanging out, having a good time, and you can see that around the edges of this large area, there are some stations where cooks have set up, and there's a number of cooks. There are 7 different chefs. Now, each of them isn't just one chef. There some of them are teams, and you can choose which ones you want to pester and go to. But as you are approaching them, somebody brushes by. Which one of you would be in the lead?
Nope.
Me, I guess.
All right. So then, Tamor, as you come in, somebody walks by you, and they seem to be coming away from where the chefs are, and they bump into you, and they look up at you, way up at you, and
Excuse me.
and they apologize, and they say, sorry, Cookman here, Guy Cookman. I'm just doing, Cookman Guy things. I have to go. Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
I grab him by the shirt as he tries to leave.
All right. Let's see an athletics check.
Okay.
Or an attack roll. Either one will do.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Athletics. Okay. Ooh. A 9.
All right. Let's see how they rolled a 10. So unfortunately, they just narrowly dodge away from you. However, those of you who do not just try to grab can make a perception check.
All right. Do that. Nope, that's the wrong one. That was performance. Hold on.
If you'd like to make a performance check,
4.
you may. It would not be helpful.
Just assume I fail from now on.
Aww.
Yes.
Where? 13? Well,
What are you trying to do? Strength or?
perception where?
Oh, perception would be there, and then
Plus 2.
Yeah.
15.
All right. Yeah, with 15, that's gonna make it. You notice that as this person, this fella Guy Cookman, as they dodge in a way that shouldn't be possible for a person. It's like the top of them just kind of shifts off to the side, and the middle of them shifts off to the other side, and they move and they fold, and then they stack back on top of one another the way that they're supposed to, and then they nod politely and start heading towards the door.
Hold on a second, buddy. I try to grab him now.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get an attack roll off of that.
Attack roll. Do. 10.
What's up, Thomas? You're a cool meatbag.
Well,
10's not quite going to do it. They're going to be able to dodge, and they step away towards the door, and they look at you with surprise, and they say, I have to go. I have very important Cookman things I have to do.
I think we should follow him.
yeah. Can we follow him?
You can follow him.
We're
yes.
gonna follow him.
All right. As he makes his way out, he's still in the manor, but he's just leaving this main room. Somebody can make a survival check if there's somebody who has proficiency with it, like
me.
a ranger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, unnatural 20.
I'll take it.
Nice.
With that, you are able to keep enough distance that you can stay away from this guy, Cookman, and you follow him through a couple of halls and corridors until they end up in a room that doesn't seem to have any way out. And the door shuts and things get quiet for a moment, and then you hear talking, but there's no one else in there. It's just Guy Cookman, right?
Cucumber. Duchess. Duchess. I saw this guy like shifting. His body wasn't one. It was like shifting.
Yeah.
Something's up with
I think
him.
I'm behind a closed door right now. Your voice really carries.
What?
But thank you for the information.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on them. What are they doing?
You can't tell. They have closed the door between them and you. But
Oh, I'm on the same side.
You-
Oh,
yes.
I was
But-
closing
but-
with them. I was like, how are you doing?
but I liked you not knowing that.
I'm a dum-dum.
Yeah, so you are all on the outside. You know that they're inside, and you can hear some sort of conversation going on in there, which is strange because one person doesn't need to have a conversation. That's what makes them one person.
Should we just open the door?
All right, sweet. Let's kick this fucking door.
Very
Yeah.
All right. You do so. Who would like to do this?
I'll kick it down.
I'll do it.
Let's go.
All right. Morthos is in the
Morthos.
front. kicking down this door. And as you do, you see that the outfit that had been worn has been removed. This long jacket is on the ground, and the shoulders of this person are there.
A nudist.
No. The shoulders are on the ground and dragging this entire cloak along with them. The pants are over there, moving on their own, and somewhere in the middle,
side.
Indecent.
you see a single reptilian creature looking up from the middle of the room that looks straight at all of you and goes, "Uh-oh."
Oh, now hold on there, friends. I'm a fan of the reptiles. What's their name? I went southern all of a sudden. Don't worry about it.
Maybe they're southern too. Who knows? And they are now. And and that person who's looking up at you from the middle, her name is Motilda. And she looks up at you and says, "Oh gosh, we weren't supposed to get caught doing this." And as you look at her, you realize that this is a kobold. This is one kobold, and one kobold's not enough to wear a suit, but 3 kobolds in a suit. Now that would work. And at that time, the pants are running around and they kind of tumble, and you see somebody else poke their head out. Another kobold. All of them have these dark, kind of black scales. They seem to be from a specific tribe of kobolds. And the shirt turns around and looks up and goes, "Ah!" And you see a third kobold, all of them looking at you, and all of them drawing their weapons.
Whoa. Hey there, friends. We're not here to hurt you none.
Yeah, put your
Yeehaw
pants on.
and such. We're just listen. What's your business here? We just want to make sure that everybody's safe.
They look to one another and they huddle. They all run in together and put their heads together and they whisper back and forth, and they're speaking in Draconic. Do any of you speak Draconic?
Sure don't.
Oh, I think I'm part dragon.
Ah, then you very well know.
What?
I didn't say any. I come from a part white dragon.
Oh.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Yeah, you know.
Where do I find the languages?
Under features and traits, I believe.
I'm willing to believe that based off of that, you probably have it.
Draconic, yeah.
There you go,
It's in
yeah.
there.
Bam.
Yeah, so you can hear them, and as you listen to them, they think that no one else knows what they're saying, and they talk back and forth. They say, "I don't know. I think that we should probably kill them. I mean, that we're going to poison someone. They're going to know about it, and they're not going to like it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're nice. Some of them seem nice. They seem very huge and scary and terrifying, and possibly like they might kill us. But what if they don't? Ah, you're right. People are stupid."
I've got my crossbow
Sweet,
ready.
Oh.
What are they saying?
You guys, they're definitely trying to kill us, but
Oh.
I think we can take them on. In Draconic, can I speak to them?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think about doing that, boys.
Oh shit! All of them say in unison. I thought you said no one here learned Draconic. No, I don't know. I don't know who's coming to the party. Why would I know who's coming to the party? You're supposed to be the brains of the operation, Junko. Well, I don't think that I'm supposed to be the brains of the operation. I think I'm supposed to be the pants of the operation. Well, someone's got to be the brains, and if it's not going to be you, and they start shoving one another in front of you.
I'm gonna let go of the arrow that I've been holding, but I'm aiming for the middle of all of them.
Oh.
Murder happens immediately.
Wait, on the floor between them, not like the middle.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you can hit
She's
the floor.
attacking the floor, yes.
Yep. But we're gonna see if it goes terribly wrong.
You gonna look at that?
What?
Keep going.
I'm going.
One more. One more.
Don't worry about it.
There you go. Well, actually, one more time. There you
Okay.
go. And then.
How you doing,
That's
Robert?
crossbow.
What's up?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I'm worried about these 3 here.
That is enough.
what
That is
they're-
enough that you do not murder any of them. And you have hit the ground, and tunk, it is stuck into this wooden floor, and all of them suddenly stop and look up, and they no longer want to fight each other.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
They are all looking at you, quite specifically, all 3 of them, because you did just shoot at them. They think you missed. They don't know that you successfully hit not them.
I did that on purpose as a warning.
They narrow their eyes, and they make an insight check to determine if you are lying. They are not very good at insight. And they can tell you're telling the truth. And they go, and they start backing up towards the window.
Nope.
right there.
Nope. Noodle. Sick 'em.
Oh, no.
What?
I mean, don't eat them. Just sick them. Just grab them. Grab them by the oversized pants.
As Noodle slowly approaches them.
Oh shit, Noodle, you're slow. I run
With
ahead.
crumbs and gingerbread still running down his face.
I try and like tackle all three of them. I just want to.
All right. Let's see an athletics check.
Oh dear. There we go. Oh hey, 20.
All right, with a 20, yeah, you can scoop two of them up because you've only got two arms and there are three of them. But you're able to scoop up two of them, and one of them just barely rolls out and makes his way away. You can tell this one is Junko. He's named after the jeans. And he's got fashion style.
Seeing what my fellow Furbolg is doing, I will also run after the one that's trying to get
All
away.
right, athletics checking.
Okay. That's not the right one. That one. Athletics.
It starts with an
11.
All right. Yeah, that's going to be enough. He's just a little kobold. So yeah, you've now captured all three of these in two different bear hugs, Furbolg hugs, and you have them trapped. They're at your mercy, and they are terrified.
It's okay. Don't. No,
Like
stop
I said,
squirming.
we're not gonna hurt you. Just want you to explain yourselves. What are you doing sneaking around here?
Do you not have an
What's going
invitation
on?
or
Trying to
something?
fight
Well,
people.
we have one invitation for Guy Cookman. But I guess I'm not Guy Cookman, and that's not Guy Cookman. I'm Matilda and Confundus and Junko. And we were helping the cooks with something.
What were you helping
Sweet,
them
did you
with?
hear anything about this when they were all huddled up?
They were looking to poison.
Poison! And I pick them up, I hold them like way up in the sky as hard as I say, Poison!
Yeah, we were told to, we had to, we didn't want to, but we had to, okay, we wanted to a little bit of it, we thought it would be fun, but we didn't want to get caught, and we thought that if there weren't any repercussions, it would be fun, but now there are repercussions, and we don't like it anymore!
Who sent you?
Yeah.
They shiver and look to one another, and they say that the dragon did.
What?
The dragon Smoke, he sent us. He said that if we put these three things into three different dishes, well, that would end the Duchess, and then we would be able to rise, and all of the kobold kind would do so well under Smoke's reign. Oh,
you're just idiots. Okay. All right, now where's the poison?
They look to one another, and they're terrified enough that, actually make an intimidation check. You have advantage because you are holding each of them in one hand.
All right, the first roll is a 12, and the second roll was fucking 8.
All right, then we'll go with the 12. But that is enough that these guys, they're a little bit, and so they look up at you, and one of them opens up his vest, and he shows you that he has 5 empty vials, and one that is still full.
Are you not telling me that you already delivered some of those poisons?
He nods, and he says,
Which one is the poison?
So, well, I don't remember which one. I'm the pants. I couldn't see anything. I could only look out through the fly, and I kept being told that's weird and I shouldn't do it. And so I kept zipping it back up, and I don't know exactly where they are.
Porthos, take this bottle. I hold them up. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Got it.
So why does Smoke want her dead? Just so that y'all can take over?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He has very simple motivations.
So nothing about the stags, eh?
No, not specifically.
Can you fly?
No, I'm a kobold.
I walk to the window.
Are you holding Matilda right now?
Yes.
I think you've got... Yeah, you can have Junko and Matilda, and you've got Confundus.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so I dangle them out through the window.
They both cry, and they're terrified. I don't like this at all. Why would you do this to me? I just wanted to murder an oligarch.
Dishes?
I really don't know.
Who was the head?
They look around to one another, and it's Matilda. She
Yoink.
raises one hand, and she's raised outside of the window, and she says, "Well, all right. There was okay. So I know one of them. Mm-hmm. Well, so it's a 3-part poison. So it's in a couple of them, and the thing is, it'll make it past the poison testers because." If you only have one piece, you're fine. But if you have all 3 pieces of this poison, all the different components, well, that'll kill you. So you really only got to find one of them, and so they're in 5 different dishes here. There's one in the Gemborn salmon river rolls. There's one.
Shenborn salmon river rolls.
There's one in the hot screech bear wings.
Screech barrel wings. Also, thank you, the Zach Man. Rerolls for Ryan and Cucumber. Give them hell, boys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
He says, and there's one in the baby spinach Chandler bites.
Maybe there's Chandler bites. All right.
Is there an antidote for this poison?
Oh no, absolutely
Mortilda?
not. We wouldn't bring it if we had one. That would just defeat our entire plot.
I pull him back in the window and I just drop him to the floor.
They scramble and they all hug one another. Well, the two of them hug one another. You have the other one, and they have a little scared huddle hug.
All right.
Is there a reason why we're letting them stay alive?
No, leave your sword. Well, the damage is done. They can't do anymore. We
Hold
already
on, guys.
plucked the
hold
poison
on.
from them. Yeah.
Can I do a perception check to find like a jar of sorts?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, they have shown you that they have some empty vials, if that's what you're looking for.
A jar they could maybe fit into?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Situation,
Not
yeah?
in the way their bodies are oriented right now, but if you have a blender, we can talk about it. What did you roll?
What's that? A mortar and pestle?
I rolled a 19.
All right. With a 19, this is a place that has a cook and has cooking, and so there is a gigantic mortar and pestle. However, there's also a barrel nearby, which is big enough that you probably could stuff all of them in there quite uncomfortably, but possibly, and maybe put the mortar and pestle on top.
All right, I do that.
All right. Keep hugging. We'll come back for you later.
As you imprison these kobolds, and they all get to know each other better than they meant to. I mean, not really. They spent the last day all wearing the same set of clothing, so they know each other well already. But yeah, they're trembling and frightened, and the barrel kind of shakes back and forth. But you don't think that they can get out. They're pretty weak, and you have defeated these kobolds.
Right.
Yeah. Now we gotta go save the jerk Duchess.
I mean,
Yeah.
Or do we?
I know.
Maybe we could enlist these idiots in a few minutes. Let's get to the bottom of what's
It's a
happening.
morally gray area.
Morally
we do
gray
have
stuff.
that
It's
one bottle,
delicious.
right?
But yeah, so now that you've done that, if you'd like, you can head back into where all of the cooks are,
Yeah.
and you can talk to some of them, find out what the ingredients that they use are. So let me see. There's 7 of them that you can approach. Do you want to look for one of those dishes specifically to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we
so.
should probably
Check
go
out
off
the
that list,
wings.
right?
All right, the
Yeah.
wings.
Hot screech wings.
Hot screech bear wings.
Screech
now
bear.
you've heard of owl bears, but what if they were angrier? Screech bears are angrier owl bears, and they make for the most delicious hot spicy wings. And as you go over there are 2 people there, Madam Whisker Throb and Dale.
I hate Whisker Throb. That name made me cringe.
Madam Whisker Throb seems to be a dwarven pirate. She has one peg leg, and as she looks up at you, her whiskers go vroom, vroom, vroom. And Dale is a centaur, and he seems to be a jerk. But he carried all the stuff up here for Madam Whisker Throb to make these wonderful, wonderful wings. And as she's there, you see sitting out on the table there's some Hellfire Rim salt and some purple subplaces garlic that she has used to make this. However, you suspect that there may be a secret ingredient. And she looks up and says, "Ah, who are you? What do you want?"
You see, we're writers for the local press. You see, we're
That's
running
right.
to write down,
yeah,
and we're gonna document this here, this
we're-
cooking
Critics
thing.
more like
Critics.
Food
That's
Network.
right. I'm judging.
Fantastic! I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do a whole story on me if you want to. Yeah, Madam Whisker Throb. And she strikes a pose. She says, "Yeah, you can come by my tavern. It's in Provenance. Yeah, you want to come by sometime. Tell your readers.
Right,
the
right.
Creaking Thigh. It's got deals on Sundays. It's so good.
All right, now
I named it after me leg. Because it's a peg leg.
Yes, I
Make
I see
sounds
it.
when I move it.
Gorgeous.
Please don't move it.
Music to our ears.
So, settle a bet for us there, Whisker Throb. Please let us know. There's a rumor going around that maybe, you add a little extra special something to the things that you make.
I do see there's some Hellfire Rim salt and some purple, what is that?
Why, that's purple subplaces garlic. Yeah, it's garlic, but it's purple and also has a funny name. That makes it fantasy. She says through the fourth wall. She says, "Yeah, well, of course there's something else that I use. I mean, there's the screech bear wings, but you know that." And she looks a little bit trepidatious, a little bit nervous to tell you what it is. If somebody wants to, they can try to persuade her.
I'll try. I'm not suave. Well, tell me, Madam Creaky Thigh, Miss Whisker Throb. So, what are you doing after this competition?
Well, after this competition, I'm going back home. Back to the Creak and Thigh. So that I can do the things that I do at the Creak and Thigh. Mostly yell at me employees.
Oh, see,
You want to be yelled at too, big boy?
I take a moment to all the time. Yeah, it's just my favorite. It's my favorite. Yes, please. Now,
she runs her fingers through her beard a little bit as she looks up at you and gives a little bit of flirty pirate eye.
Now, where I'm from, the fields, it's customary to tell our most delicious secrets to each other. Food-based secrets to each other. So I'll go first. Processed cheese.
Oh, that's a serious thought you've got there. Yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut about it.
Your turn.
All right, I too like the dairy, you see. She's gonna lean in close and she's gonna say, enormous butter.
Enormous butter. Oh, so good. Thank you.
It is. It's so enormous. You have to get it from enormous milk. We call it milk.
Oh, please tell me it doesn't come from a minotaur.
No, it comes from an enormous.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, they're horrible
see you
flying
later.
beasts. Oh my gosh, my heart, it's been broken. She falls to her knees. Wait, no, she doesn't. She falls to one knee in a peg. And she goes, "No, yet again, I have been befouled by the trickery of a man with lovely eyes. I'll get you, Stuart. I'll get you one day." And Dale just shakes his head.
All right, enormous butter, friends. Enormous butter.
Yeah, so you now know the 3 ingredients of hot screech bear wings, and you see there are a couple other kinds of people here. There's what looks like an old wizard. He has the cap and everything, and he's just a very old man, and he seems to be flipping some sort of pancakes. You see, what look to be mushrooms. Why, there's a set of 3 of them that are just kind of standing around. They're not saying anything. They're just kind of swaying back and forth, and they have around them. Oh my gosh, there's a shambling amount of butter now.
You got it.
Yep.
Oh no.
I know exactly where that one lives. All right. And you do see.
So just hit another bard song, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Couldn't get enough of the first one, I see.
That's right.
Do you want to do it now, or do you want to wait for me to list some stuff? Okay.
Yeah, we'll go through some stuff.
All right. So yeah, you see these mushrooms making some sort of kombucha. You notice a small gnomish fellow. Who seems very overconfident and flitting about from place to place, and he appears to be making some sort of po' boy. And who else do we have? And you see these 2 snooty elves talking back and forth to one another and trying to explain to a very large mound of butter. Look, Braden said that this isn't a problem. Harkin, of course it's not a problem. We'll just tell him to go. And you're not sure exactly what's going on with that discussion, but you do see they seem to have they have the spinach shambler bites. Little tiny things that you'll learn about when you get there. And there's a man with a rainbow arm. It seems his arm was lost at some point, and he got a new one made out of a metal that reflects with this prismatic light. And he is making milkshakes.
Whoa.
And then there's just a group of dudes. just some guys, like, trying. trying doing their best, and they're making river rolls.
Nice.
The salmon
where
roll
to,
ones?
friends?
Is that
Yeah,
the...
those are the
That's
salmon.
different from the yes. These are the gemborn salmon river rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the swing mushrooms. They
Alright.
They're the
intrigue
ones
me.
making kombucha.
Yeah.
Kombucha? Oh, gee, let's go get some kombucha.
As this Canadian group goes over. No, should we do that bard song as you approach?
All right, Ryan, you ready? Or do you want to go the other direction?
No.
No? Okay. Oh, yeah, Ryan wants to start so he doesn't have to try. That's right.
I'm so glad there are 4 of you, and I'm over here.
Well, traditionally, if we hit 300, you got to sing ones by yourself.
I'm in.
Oh.
You're in?
It's
All
gonna-
right, if we make it to 300.
It's gonna be bad, but I'll try.
Hey,
Hell
hey.
Alright.
yeah.
Oh, I need. We got inside the party.
We saw a bunch of lizards.
The food looks really hearty.
I think that's made of gizzards.
We wrestled with some kobolds.
We put them in a barrel.
Ah, fucking olds.
And now you're all in peril.
We're trying to save the Duchess.
There's poison to be found.
I love this food so much.
5 seconds if it's hit the ground.
It's you.
I know, sorry. We're going through the party.
And seeing some swaying mushrooms.
I'm gonna ride with party again.
Hope if we eat anything, we don't meet our tombs.
Projected Monkey highlighted the message. This is terrible.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for staying.
That was rough. That was rough. Kobold?
What?
Fuck you.
As you approach these mushrooms that are swaying, they seem to be enjoying your jive, and they're into it. They're kind of nodding along, and as you walk up to them, yeah, they seem to be putting all these things into this kombucha. You do notice that they too have some of this purple subplaces garlic, and they also have a container of geriatric gulf.
Why'd you point to me?
Hey, Yoxus.
I gotta go hit on these guys too? All right. I hitch up my britches. I head on over. Well, hi there, friends.
The first thing that you notice about these mushroom people is that they do not have mouths. They only have eyes, and they don't seem to be able to speak. But they look at you, and one of them slides a note across the table.
Oh, crap.
You look at the note. It says, "This is awkward, but can we spore you?"
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I'm doing this for all of you.
thank you.
I check
You're
the
trooper.
yes box on the note and I slide it back.
When you slide it back, they look at it and they nod to one another, and one of them starts shaking his head, and these spores come out. And as you breathe them in, you can hear their voices in your head. You have a telepathic connection to them now.
Shit.
And in fact, any of you who would like to take a whiff of it would be able to communicate with them. Just step close enough.
Do I notice anything besides him being able to speak now to the mushrooms that, like... No?
Oh, it seems pretty all right.
Okay. All right, I'll step in and...
Yeah.
I'll also
Okay.
come up forwards.
All right, then as all of you breathe deep and get their spores inside of your brain, slowly rooting around in there to get to the right places so that you can understand them. They look at you and they seem very calm and they say, "Hello. Thank you so much for coming. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you feel that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are some psychedelic mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, we run the Cubensis steepery.
Oh, shit. It's gonna be bad for us, isn't it?
No, it's gonna be good for everybody.
So you see, here I'll keep the groove on with you. So you see, my friends and I, we're here collecting information for posterity. So we're all about those special secret ingredients. We're not gonna share them. It's just it's just to know.
One of them reaches up to you and puts a hand on, I guess your chest. You're pretty tall, so they can't quite reach your shoulder, but they like put a hand on you and they're like, I can see that you're a good soul. I can tell.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna... Okay, I slowly remove his hand. So you're gonna tell me your...
I guess I could, yeah. And they look at one another and they'll go, yeah.
Yeah, the whole world's to share, right?
And then one of them reaches under the table and puts up a little bottle of glistenberries.
Shiny.
Yeah, they're like electric blue. They have little shocks of lightning going around them. They seem to have a little bit of elemental energy to them.
All right, well, thanks for sharing, friends. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You feel that, right?
Yeah, it's a little strong.
Yeah.
You got any water?
Is this forever?
You will find out as soon as you walk more than 30 feet away, at which point you're no longer part of their psychic connection.
I'll see you later. Spore me anytime.
We will! That's the last thought you hear as you step far enough away that you are no longer in their vibes. You've been freed from their vibes, and can go pester whomever else you would like.
That was real good.
They just gave it to us.
Yeah, I feel like I just got a deep tissue massage. This is great.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Guys,
So
I'm
is there anyone
wondering-
you... Oh, go ahead.
So we've got these ingredients for these 2 dishes, and
Yes.
there's 5 more, right?
Well, there's
How do
more.
we-
Well, there's
3?
there's 5 vials that were emptied, and there's
Right.
three of the ingredients together makes the poison.
And you know which three dishes have an A, B, and C of
Right.
that poison.
So
Right.
the salmon rolls, the wings, which we've already visited, and the spinach shambler
Spinach
roll.
bites.
Yeah, shambler bites. Yeah. So the elves and the dudes are who we need to specifically visit.
Elves and the dudes.
You look over at those dudes. One of them is Steve Buscemi.
Oh, hey, Steve Buscemi's here.
Oh.
I know him.
Biggest fan.
He was in
Everybody
that
says I
thing.
look like you.
So, all right. So you're gonna go over to the dudes then. Dudes, it is.
Yeah.
Now I got to do a Steve Buscemi impression. I don't know how that's gonna go.
Ah.
It's not. I'm not gonna attempt this. So yeah, as you make your way over there, these are the Carcassonne boys, and they are making gem-born salmon river rolls. They're kind of like spring rolls, but they're made with all local ingredients here to the Thames River Basin, and you can see that some of those ingredients are some dire shrimp. And some glistenberry, just like the ones you just saw. But they're keeping their mouths shut on what's going on in that secret ingredient of theirs. And as you approach, you see that all of them are working really hard. But there's one sous chef there that he really knows what he is doing. He seems to be the expert here. The rest are kind of pretenders to the throne. And as he looks up, he says, "Hey." That's my Steve Buscemi impression.
That's
That was all of it.
perfect.
That's the whole thing.
Nice.
Hey.
I thought it was him.
Hey.
Hey, Mr. Pink, right?
Yeah.
What's up?
That's what they call me.
Should I leave a tip after this meal?
I'm not going to turn it down. I mean, sure, if you want to, that's fine. It's not going to cause an Armageddon or something.
Yeah, that's...
We're huge fans of your work, and
Oh, you've seen my cooking.
we've seen all your cooking.
All
Yeah,
of it.
that's all
Way
you're
back
cooking
to-
memorized.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to deal with fans like you all the time. Let's keep it professional. What do you want? What do you want? Just one quick etching with me, and that's it. All right.
Well,
Instead of a signature, could we maybe get the special ingredients to what you're making there? It would mean so much to my mom and
You know,
And all of
teach
us.
a man to fish, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You can try to make a roll of some sort. How do you try to either persuade, intimidate, or convince him? What skill do any of you think you're good enough at to be like, I'm gonna pop this out at Steve Buscemi, and he's gonna Busho me what I need to know.
I suck at all of these things. I
I
have very
have a
charisma.
+3 persuasion.
All right, give it a go.
Oh.
12, 15.
Oh, a total of 15. All right, with a 15, he's like, all right, look, I do have a lot of cooking I gotta do, and if this is gonna get you out of here, all right. And he's gonna lean in real close, and he's gonna be like, you can't tell anyone this.
Yeah.
It's paprika.
Of course.
He nods and like touches his nose unnecessarily.
Right.
You're like, yeah.
Genius.
No.
Genius.
Gives it that extra kick.
Yoxin.
Yeah.
Yoxin. I think you should maybe.
My name's Yoxis, but please go on.
Yoxin.
It's right up there.
I think you should maybe try to seduce him just in case.
Yeah. Wait.
That's Steve Buscemi.
So, Steve.
He looks up at you because he's not a tall man.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Your globular eyes are just so penetrating. Your under eye bags looks like they could hold my heart in them.
He's just wincing. Like he's just like slowly turning away, and like his body is folding in on itself. Like maybe if I'm smaller, he won't see me anymore.
Steve! I like lean over him.
I think you're making him uncomfortable.
No, I'm just doing the job. All right, Steve. You're a beautiful chef.
You are a beautiful tower of terror.
Thank you.
And he extends a hand to you
should see
and
my
gently touches the side of your face. And he looks up at you and says, "That gingerbread man let you in here?"
Yeah, you want some?
And he just falls on his back and he's like, "Oh no!" The Carcassonne boys surround him like, "Oh no, Steve, what has happened? Why are you on the ground?" And he's like, I don't know, it's terrible." And like, no, you have to do it. You have to. And chaos breaks out amongst them as they try to console Steve, because as it turns out, that was Steve's best friend.
Oh no!
I take the gumdrop button off of Noodle and I hand it over to Steve Buscemi.
Steve is still on the ground. Steve Buscemi looks up and he takes this gumdrop and he looks at it and goes, and then he takes a bite out of it. And he says, "You'll always be with me." And then he takes a couple more bites out and he's like, "Oh man, people should have eaten him sooner."
I think we should go.
Yeah, while they're a little
Leave
distracted.
him to mourn. Got plenty of gingerbread left.
Morthus, you had a little tear in your eye when his best friend died there. You okay, bud?
Well, there was a really nice connection until he offered the gingerbread, and then I was just a little uncomfortable about the whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want some? I should have asked you too.
No, but it was a very touching moment.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Bring him that closure.
All right. So it looks like you've checked out the Gemborn salmon rolls.
Yes.
You've checked out the Screech Bear rings, the kombucha. What else do you want to look at?
Kombucha.
Kombucha. I have some of that kombucha.
I know we definitely need to look to the elves and look at their spinach shambler bites.
But the wizard has a cool hat.
Okay.
It's a very good point. As
It's
you
pretty
go,
cool.
all right. So you're heading over to the wizard then. It sounds like
The pancake wizard, yes.
All right. As you head over to the wizard, he's an old doddering man. Oh, I'm gonna flip this here pancake. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Where?
Oh, hello. Who are all of you? Oh yeah.
We're just a couple of fellow magic-like creatures, and we love your hat.
Oh, thank you. I bought it myself from a haberdashery.
Oh my goodness.
Very stylish.
It is nice to meet you. I'm a Wombompa Bamboo.
Wompa Bamboo, I've heard all about you.
Well, then you would have gotten my name right. Wombompa Bamboo. Wombompa Bamboo. He dances a little bit unnecessarily because he likes to dance. And he's like, I'm Wombompa Bamboo. Yes, I'm a great wizard. That's why I'm allowed to have a name like that.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, if you're a lame wizard, you have to have a name like Gerald. Fuck you, Gerald.
We don't like Gerald's.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's all right. He's been dead for 40 years. I just can't get over it.
Oh.
And he like narrows his old man eyes at you. And then he slowly looks at each of you, and he's heard a little bit of what's been going on in the room.
Oh,
and
no.
he turns to Duchess and he goes, I'm not into it. Just so you know. Like I'm gonna save you all some time.
Morthos, you're up.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Do you have a hankering for some forest folk?
I knew it was a stag party. I didn't realize. I guess so. I guess that's what I'm into.
Magic.
Conversation is really all I can rise to these days.
What?
Oh. Well then.
I'm just saying.
Got some flat
Speaking of
pancakes.
conversation.
Whoa, my pancakes are so fluffy.
Floppy jacks, really.
Look at him. Well, you flip and you flop, and sometimes you just realize you like a good soft pancake. And you want to try a nibble?
A what?
A nibble of my pancake. Do you want to put? Try. I'll put a little syrup on top.
All you Morthos, all you.
Yeah, do you have any berries on the side? Like little
berries? Oh, I don't. But I suppose if you stole some from someone else and just smeared them on there, that would be fine.
No. I'll eat them as is. I'm sure they're perfect.
Oh, they are. I've been working on this recipe for 873 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow. With all that time, you must have perfected it, right? Yeah.
Oh, no. I am a very bad chef, but I am a patient chef. And that is what really makes it work. Would you like one? And he's just going to hold out a pancake covered in syrup for you.
Yes.
And butter.
Yes, please.
And butter.
When you taste it,
butter?
You can tell. No, but this is the enormous butter. And it tastes very sweet and very powerful. You can also detect as you're tasting it, a hint of paprika, and you can make a perception check to figure out, what this secret ingredient might be because you are eating it.
Better not be poison.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's excellent. It's I'm tasting like a. I can't tell. I got a 6. It's familiar.
You're not sure. I mean, hey, it's. Yeah.
Do you guys want to taste it?
No, sure.
There's still some left.
All right. Anybody who takes a bite out of it may make a perception check.
I'll take a bite as well.
Right.
This is a taste-based check.
I got a 12.
12. Yeah, you can tell it's kind of salty. It's just got a little bit of extra kick to it. Something a little.
What are you getting?
It's got a little bit of that brimstone, hellfire salt stuffs.
Right. Just on the tip, I couldn't get that. Yeah.
I'm gonna try this. A 4.
You just know it's delicious.
It tastes simply magical.
It makes sense. I put spells in it because that's how I cheat.
Oh.
Yeah, people like it when you magic stuff up. That's a really good way to get around not having any skills, is to just use magic to evade actual work.
That is very true.
That's what I've been working on for 872 years.
That's efficient. You could have just bought a recipe book. All right, I'm gonna go hang out with my turtle.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Oh shit.
Yeah, and now you know what Wombompa Bamboo uses to cook his pancakes.
Perfect.
All right.
They were really good.
We know.
And who's going to make the unnecessary pass at him? That seems to be the modus operandi.
I think Morthos was going for it.
Yeah.
You know, I was, but as soon as he said nothing was happening around there,
He already denied me.
Fair enough. All right.
There's an elephant back there that I left, but you seem just as saggy as she.
You could tuck into each other's
Oh,
folds.
yes, I know Ellie.
oh,
Oh, yes, Ellie's wonderful. Yes.
So you've met Ellie.
Oh, yes, wait, hold on. I'm not hip with how the kids talk now. I have a feeling that you're walking me into a trap where I'm going to say something that you're going to all teeter and laugh.
Just maybe you'll meet us by a watering hole later. That's not new lingo. That's not new lingo at all. I know exactly what you're saying now. We could maybe
You've made it
exchange
painfully
hats.
wet and clear.
You can maybe give me that pointy hat of yours.
I do not know that I like this particular conversation that we are embarking on. But madame, if it will make you happy to have my hat, then you may have it.
Why don't you just flip me over the table like those flapjacks?
Well, because I am feeble and old, so I will need you to do most of the work for me.
Here's
Also,
my
we're in
flower.
public, and there's a Duchess right there. Right there, do you see her? She's up there waiting for food. There's a whole room of people around us. There's elves over there arguing with some butter.
They've been around a long time. They've seen it.
Maybe.
I bestow my flower fascinator on his head and put the pointy hat on mine.
Oh, this is very nice. I like this. I will keep this. Thank you very much, stranger who has stolen my hat.
The name's Sweet Longin.
I too now have a sweet longing. And he touches his fascinator. The fascination of a sweet longing. And there are elves elsewhere.
Let's go to the elves.
Did we commit a crime? Let's go talk to the elves.
yeah, I feel like we...
Yeah, I think you've just now got the elves and a gnome that are left. Oh, and a dwarf who's making milkshakes. Yeah. So all right, we'll take you over to the elves. And as you get over there's two of them, and like I said, there's two very snooty elves. They're very stuck up. They're tall and elegant and look at each other fancily like, and they're like, Braden, yes, I know, I heard all of it. Yes, disgusting. Yes, Harkin, indeed they are. But that's what you get with furbolgs. All big woodsy people out in the fields.
I beg your pardon?
And they both look up and they say, "Oh, yes, we were talking about you out loud."
Well, it's
Can I
nice
help you?
to be
Yeah.
talked about.
Yes, What can we help you with? We seem to be we're in the middle of a tiff with this here large shambling mound of butter.
Oh, is there anything we can help out with that?
Well, maybe if you could run it off, that would be wonderful. And they look up to it, and the shambling mound is like, what? What? I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here. What are you doing? You just gonna talk to people? You just gonna try to get them to beat me up like you did to those little tiny shamblers? And as you look at the dish that they have made, it's moving. They have tiny little shambling mounds that they have turned into
Babies?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, look, you eat veal. And so yes, they have taken what look to be very, very seedling sized shambling mounds made out of spinach and covered them in all the things that you would a salad. And so they roll around the plate, and apparently when you eat them, it's delicious and they tickle just a little bit going down. And this shambler, who is doused in butter, looks down at them, butter dripping off of them, and he does not seem happy about this at all.
Well, as much as I hate to see little babies being eaten like this,
There's no way you can finish that sentence and still be a good person.
we'll run your shambling mound problem away if you tell us the secret ingredient.
Well, Harkin, what do you think? Should we do it? Braden, I do like not working. And that would be the least amount of work that we have to do. That's true, Braden. Yes, I think that's an excellent idea. And then we can talk shit about them when they walk away. Oh, yes, Harkin, that's my favorite thing to do. Yes! And they both grin and they look up at you and say, of course, it's geriatric golf.
Thank you. I grab their heads and I shove them into the buttery mound.
All right. You can make an attack roll.
Yep.
Well,
fuck
that
'em.
was only one of the
Yeah, it
three
was one out of
ingredients,
the
but okay.
three.
Oh, I thought that was the secret ingredient.
That was the secret ingredient.
Yeah, we're good
No,
then. Fuck 'em.
don't check the non-secret ones yet. before you smack. What's that roll? Give me that roll.
Too late. Hold on.
It's happening.
That's a 14.
All right. With a 14, you are not quite able to grab hold of Harkin's skull. He just dodges out of the way, and he says, "Wrinklegoss, go!" And the two of them both strike a pose, and each of them take out a rapier and look at you, and look up at you and say, "Do you really want to do this in front of all of these people? What if we cut you to ribbons? Wouldn't that be embarrassing?" Oh, yes, it would, Harkin. I'd talk about how he got cut to ribbons for days. I would, too. I love talking about people behind their back.
Buttery Mound, you in on this fight?
Now that you've suggested it, you can roll a persuasion check to the Buttery Mound.
Thank you.
Oh, God. And then in the middle of the feast, they murdered 2 elves.
15. No, they've just been talking shit on us, so I want them to look like shit. I just want them to be greased up.
Oh.
That's my
All
goal.
right, you said a 15 was the...
15 persuasion.
Yeah, he's into it. He looks down and he punches his big viney fist and it squelches because he's covered in butter. He's like, yeah, I'm into it. Let's show these guys what it's about. Yeah. And he's gonna come in and he's just gonna hands over his head and he's gonna bring him down and let's see if he can pull this off. No, that's a 3. He fails miserably, and he swings and whiffs, but you get the feeling that any of you who would like to, this would be a time to help your friend, or help your friend stop starting a fight in the middle of a religious ceremony. It's up to you.
Yeah, maybe not a good idea. Come on. It's okay. We need those other 2.
Fine.
Take a breath.
I am so sorry. My ugly, dirty, furball brain made a mistake.
You do need to make a deception check for that.
I got a natural 1.
They look at you and say,
Oh, wait, but I have a reroll. I'm going to use my reroll.
all right.
Yeah, all right. Deception.
Okay.
Oh, 19!
All right. They look up at you and they say, oh, yes, of course. Furball brains, they do that. I understand. They're very slow and dullardy and often filled with moss. I've heard that too, Braden, haven't you? Yes, I did. I heard that all the brain is just filled with moss. It's you couldn't like it to anything else. And with that, they say, yes, of course. Well, we'll say it slowly for you so you understand. And they say, we make it with enormous butter and purple sub places
Garlic. Yes, some places okay, yeah.
Yes, some places garlic, yes.
Yeah. Great, Braden, thank you.
Yes. And while they are distracted, the Shambler does manage to bear hug them both from behind.
Have fun, boys!
Enough to soak them and distract them as you...
Are the little, sandwich guys still moving?
Oh, wait, the ones on their plates? Oh, yeah, they're rolling around.
Guys, maybe we should just take these with us and...
Free the babies.
Free the babies.
Oh, DM powers to Ryan. Yes,
Oh.
that Ryan. Literally you, bud. Why are you looking around?
I was wondering which that one it was.
Okay.
got
I don't have anything I wanted to use them on right now.
Oh,
I'll save them.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
So can we grab the little sandwiches?
Are you going to steal their sandwiches?
Yeah, we're gonna steal the sandwiches.
They do have enough that you can take some.
I'm gonna steal some and set them free.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can snag a couple of them as you go. You gather that some of them have already been sent, and so the Duchess is going to be able to taste them.
no.
Well, if she didn't, you wouldn't be able to tell if any of these were her favorite ingredients.
It's true.
Oh.
All right. And so with
Am I
with
gonna
the-
have to math? I'm gonna have to math.
you might have to math, or you might have to make some rolls and convince me to give you answers. All right. So yeah, you've only got 2 more people to talk to. You've got that shrimp po' boy guy and that milkshake man.
Milkshakes or
I'm in the mood for a milkshake.
No, let's do it.
Oh.
All right.
Milkshake.
Okay, Marthos.
You go over this guy. He's got glistenberries that he's rolling down his elbow into the milkshake.
Oh, nice.
And it's across. This is the arm of his that has been removed and been replaced with some sort of prismatic metal. And as it's rolling down into the milkshake, he gives it little bumps with his elbow and goes plop plop plop. And he looks over and he says, "How's it going? Count Glitterbomb, you here for a milkshake?"
Hell yes.
All right. Yeah, we've got a couple of them, and he's just going to push a milkshake over to you if you'd like to try one. You can tell that, like, in addition to those
have some.
glistenberries, he's been using paprika on them. Gives it a little bit of an extra kick.
I take a big old gulp. I want to see if I can determine what's left.
All right. Well, it's very good. It's very cold, which seems strange because you're currently existing in a time before refrigeration, and so it's surprising how cold it is. It
I
must be
use the
those-
straw to look for one of those lizards in the bottom of the glass.
Fortunately, you are not drinking a lizard at this time. But you may make a perception check to try to figure out what the additional ingredient is, what the
right.
secret is.
Oh shit! I got a 6.
Oh yeah. What you can tell is that it's a little bit chewy. It's got a little bit of a flair of something, maybe a little tiny bit salty, but not salty enough to be salt.
Kind of salty, not very salty. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure.
Maybe I'll take a little taste too.
All right, yeah. I'll pass you over a milkshake.
3.
Oh, you can tell that it has strawberry in it, but that is not the thing that you need to figure out.
Strawberry, guys. It's strawberry.
All right, give me a taste, guys. Let me find out what's in there.
Slides it over to Morthos.
14.
All right, as you're enjoying this and you're munching on it, you notice that there's a little bit of a crustacean-y feel to it, a little bit of why there's dire shrimp in this, and that's what gives it such a powerful flavor.
It's so delicious. Guys, I
found
think
the
there's
head.
shrimp in this.
Oh, I hope you're not allergic.
Milkshake.
Interesting.
No, I'm good, but not what I was expecting at all. And
Well,
Timur, you should
he
try it, too.
explains
It's
at
real
that
good.
point, well, that's why I call this elemental ice cold strawberry milkshake surprise.
We are
there's the
surprised.
surprise.
Yeah, well done.
This is
How
great.
big is a
She's gonna
dire
love
shrimp?
this one.
If you'd like, you can roll a quick nature check. No dire shrimp.
Oh, I got a negative 1. I got a 0.
You assume that dire shrimp are probably just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Just a little bit bigger than a normal
bit bigger.
shrimp. Yeah, that's what you would assume. But if anyone else rolls it and gets any number higher than that, they'll figure out the truth.
Nature check?
Yeah.
6. Yes, I know. 6 minus 2, so 4.
The die shrimp die.
I'm going to use my DM reroll.
Fair enough.
Using your powers for good?
Oh, no.
Guess not.
3.
Yeah, dire
Duchess
shrimp are
is
just
dead.
slightly bigger than other shrimp.
I'm
There's
gonna
nothing
make a
exceptional
little
about them.
roll. 14 plus 1, 15.
15, yes. Dire shrimp are the size of a bus. And they are wild, rabid, angry, well, not always angry, but very home defensive mantis shrimp that are known for their deadly punch. A punch so powerful that it can break enchantments.
Whoa.
Oh,
Snap.
hey, don't want to deal with one
Wow.
of those.
I want to ride one.
I want
Yeah,
to
you
ride
point
one
it at the
too.
right door and it'll open anything.
I cast knock with my shrimp.
It would work. If you could get that shrimp, 1, on land, 2, doing what you ask it. That might be the more difficult part of that. It would definitely be able to break down a door.
One more reroll from a main man cucumber. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Aw.
All right. And yeah, now you just have that shrimp po' boy guy. Dire shrimp po' boy, in fact. You can guess one of the ingredients
Dire
just
shrimp.
right now.
Yeah, I've had enough
Po' boy's
shrimp
the
so you
size
guys
of
can
two
taste this
buses.
Well, he has cut it down. These po' boys are only about yay big, about 3 to 4 feet long. And they look delicious and huge. And he seems to be having a great time running around. In fact, as he's running around working on these, you notice at one point that he actually walks through the table that he's working on and just passes through it as though it's not a barrier to him, which is strange because he's also carrying things at the same time. So he's definitely there, but he doesn't seem to worry about being there as much as other people do.
Demon, kill it, burn it.
Ghost.
one. Yeah, he's very ghostly, right?
Excuse me there.
Walking through stuff.
He looks up and says, "Yes, can
Do
I help
you
you?"
have your no clip on right now?
My no? Oh no! I do not have my no clip on. I don't wear clips at all.
Ah, well, how are you able to walk through your table?
That's a very good question. I'm an illusionist. And he does a flourish. He says, "Yes, I'm very good at illusions. That's what I do is illusions. Illusions. I'm Nuxamopo. It's so good to see you. Are you here to sample a little bit of some po' boy? You can come by my restaurant too. Mo po' boys and mo."
I would love to sample this po' boy.
And he's gonna push it across the table, and he's gonna walk through the table as he does to get it all the way up to you, and then he steps back through it.
Say the word illusionist doesn't. I'm not convinced. I want to make an insight check on this dude. Real bad.
Go for it.
That's a 21.
Oops.
Oh?
Yeah, he rolls a 2. So you look him in the eye. He looks you in the eye, and you look him in the eye. Yeah. And you look through his eye. And you realize you're looking through his eye. And he realizes you're looking through his eye. And he realizes that you know what he knows. And he knows that he is not alive anymore. He seems to be some sort of ghost.
Ooh.
Hey, look, it's cool if you're dead, man. Why you gotta say you're an illusionist?
Well, because I am. And as you look at him, you can roll a quick Arcana check.
Alrighty.
And it'll add advantage, because he's there, pointing things out to you to help you out.
So it's a 15 and 8. So 15.
Okay, yeah, 15's enough that you notice that he is wearing a disguised self on himself. He has an illusion running to make him look as though he is just a living person doing living person things. And however, the way that he moves, it indicates that it's just an illusion. He can pass through things. He can pick things up if he wants to. He can move them around. He seems to be some sort of ghost, but still a caster and still a wizard. Still capable of casting illusions.
Very impressive. You gotta teach me that trick. You ever hear the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
He says, "No, tell it."
Nope. Gotta watch the bubble.
And as you're hanging out with her, yeah, you do notice that he has dire shrimp is involved in this, and you can see that geriatric golf is also in place on it. And as who's tasting it? You're tasting it.
Yes, I am tasting it.
All right.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
While you and anyone else who would like to can grab a quick bite of it, you can make a perception check to figure out what's in it. You do notice that it's really good. It's got a spicy kick to it. It's got a nice sauce on it. It's a little toasty and warm. Toasty. Yeah, it's so good. I mean, like it.
Got a 16.
Oh, all right. With a 16, that'll be enough that you recognize again that taste of Hellfire Rim salt.
Hellfire Rim salt.
Yeah, you can detect it very easily. You're like, oh yeah, that's it. But it is delicious and enormous, and there's enough in just this one po' boy for all of you to eat for the night if you'd like to.
Oh.
Which might be a good idea because
I'm
now.
going-
Pass.
I'll eat. I'll eat some of that.
All right, yeah, it's good. It's all po'
Save
boyish.
Oh boy.
And at this point, that
Oh,
means
boy.
that means that you've looked at all of these dishes, and you have the opportunity now to watch as they make their way up.
Do I die? I've eaten at least 3 dishes.
Oh, that's right. Which 3 dishes did you eat?
Fuck.
He ate the milkshake.
Oh, thank
I
you.
might die too.
Yeah. He ate the milkshake. He ate the po' boy.
Yeah.
And I think we also tasted the kombucha.
I sure did.
All right.
Yeah, we didn't taste any of the 3 that they told us
No, then I should be
to
fine.
watch out for.
You're fine.
We
Sweet.
kind of coerced them into those.
That's right.
Try to stop any of them from going up to the Duchess.
Well, she's gotta taste them so that we know. And we gotta get paid. We gotta get rich. And she kind of sucks because the stags aren't getting the attention they deserve. I'm conflicted.
I love the thought of you guys just being like, we came. We figured out what her favorite food is. She's dead. So, like, you can totally swoop in there. She's no longer going to be a problem for your romance, Mr. Tesson.
Honestly,
Oh,
we don't
actually,
even need to figure out. Like,
Is the princess around? Or not the princess, the Duchess, baby Duchess.
Baby
Dutch.
Duchess.
the duchy.
Tell you what, you can make a quick investigation check and see if you can
All
find it.
right. Nope, 6.
Oh. I'll take a look.
Duchess Junior.
Oh. Maybe. Perception. 15.
15? All right. With that, you can tell that there's like a group of people, a kind of gaggle of people that have surrounded one person, and you assume that means that they must be a little bit more charismatic or important than the rest of the people. And since it's not the Duchess, because you can see her up at her table being like hoity and self-centered and whatnot, you make your way over there and you find this very nice elven woman, well, half elven woman. She has where do I have her? She's Lady Rebecca.
Lady Rebecca.
And she is graciously chatting with the people who are around her. She seems to be everything that her mother is not. She is gregarious and friendly and kind and generous. And as she's out there, she's giving children snacks out of her dress.
Oh.
She's got. You may have a child. You may have a child.
What is with this place and needing babies?
This is Darth Oprah. No, she's like giving children candy and like sneaking them treats that maybe they wouldn't be able to reach themselves. She's a very generous and kind person.
Question: any
her.
gingerbread cookie varieties in there?
No, she respects the other people who work here, and despite the fact that she does like gingerbread, she realizes it would be offensive to her gingerbread doorman to eat gingerbread in the place. And
We
so
should
she
update her
doesn't
so
eat
she
it.
can start eating it.
Yeah. That's a great way to make friends with her. Hey, you know your doorman. My tortoise ate him. But yeah, she seems to be very friendly as she's hanging out.
Yeah.
Why are we not letting her usurp the throne?
Well, she doesn't have to. She's gonna inherit it.
Yeah.
But we're about to determine whether she's going to inherit it tonight. Excuse me, miss.
She looks up and she says, "Oh yes, come over. Hi."
Hi. So, quick question: how well do you know your ma?
Well, very, very well. I have known her my entire life.
So you know her proclivities.
Some of them.
The food-based. No, not like that.
As-
Although
as-
we've met
as-
a really
as-
lonely ass woman.
As you say that, like one of her advisors like comes over and like in her ear, and she looks at him and is like, "Wait, to the old man too?
Oh no.
Really?" And then she's gonna look at you and look back and then she's food based. No, I mean yeah, she's very particular with her food.
Right. So, if we were to say, like, all right, say we wanted to make her a snack, like a snack that she'd really enjoy. If she had to choose between these three, Tamor, whatever the fuck your name is, what are those three things? What are those? Anybody?
Give me a sec. Let's see.
Like out of the 7 ingredients that she wanted.
So
Yeah.
this one was, and then hot screech wings,
Out of the sacred ingredients.
and then the rolls. So, and this is what they would possibly all have in common.
She will confess to you, I don't know how to cook.
Yeah, but you've seen your mom eat. I'm asking what she likes. You don't have to cook anything. Hey, also,
I mean,
would you be...
my mother left Denethor. I no longer watch the eating.
Oh, miss behind. I throw the tomatoes that I brought out. Sweet. You were concerned about her well-being earlier when we talked
I
to the
was.
fella. Maybe we should talk her through what her future might look like.
Right. So, how close are you to your mother? Is it a friendly sort of relationship?
Oh, I mean,
or-
of course I love my mother immensely, and if you want, you can insight check her lie. I mean, her statement, whatever she has
okay.
said.
Sure. Insight. 5.
Yeah, she definitely loves her mother immensely. She's like, yes, my mother is she's everything to me. She's the whole world, and anything that she wants is what she gets because she is the greatest.
Oh, jeez. So, if she went away for a while, how'd you feel about that?
I would be delighted if she were to travel.
Travel. Okay.
To travel very far for a very long time, or just a short jaunt over to the next city? That's what
She's gonna narrow her eyes at you because these questions are getting pretty specific.
I myself
like, are you?
I have parents who can be difficult sometimes.
Are you kidnappers?
No. We're
Nothing.
Oh, good, because I mean, if something like that happened to her, I don't know what we'd do. I mean, we'd have to behead anyone who knew about it. But you're not kidnappers, so it's fine. You don't know about anything like that.
You have a dragon named Smoke?
She says, yes, I have.
You ever should we tell her?
I feel like we have to
Well, I guess if we don't, we're gonna get beheaded. So listen.
The phone is moving.
to the
It's still
side.
going.
Yoxus?
Yeah, what's up?
What's to say that she's not the one who hired them?
That's why I'm asking these questions, Timor. So, we just came to collect the receipt. Smoke keeps very thorough books, you see.
She says, you work with Smoke?
No, we came across.
I'm gonna look at that advisor again.
No. We came across a few people who worked with Smoke, and we intercepted them. And they said that they wanted a receipt for their services. That's all.
I don't know anything about that.
Right.
No, you
If you
don't?
want, you can insight check her.
I will. This murderous lady, 17.
She doesn't know anything about it.
What a funny joke I just made.
Wow.
The scourge of Smoke. Oh, yeah.
Yoxus, I think it's now time to turn up the heat, if you know what I mean.
I literally don't. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think you gotta persuade her that maybe,
Got it. So, this Verbolg just like licks his lips. Live around here much?
Well, yes. This is my manor.
Right.
you're a man.
I bet the sunrise from your window looks wonderful.
There's another man or here if you ever need more space.
She says, that's not really the way that I like to go.
You like tortoises?
Oh.
Like, I'm not Duchess right now, but I'm going to be.
Yeah, listen, lady. Okay, look, come here. I trust you. Advisor, fuck off for a second.
Does one of you intercept the advisor? Because he's going to try to come over. Like, he's not going to.
Sure.
All right. If you can either intimidate check or performance check to keep him distracted.
Performance check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Do like a flexi muscle dance.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do a performance check, and I'll
Right.
try and grab the hand of the vizier, the advisor. Sorry.
All right.
and just start to go into the ballroom and dance with them.
All right. Let's see if you can convince them with your performance check and your
Okay.
fancy footwork.
Okay.
I assume because you are Furbolg, you are leading.
Yes, and I'm also 7 feet tall. It's kind of hard to not. Oh, that's a 19 plus nothing. So.
All right. Yeah, he comes with you. He's taken in this moment, and he's never been handled like this before. He's like, this is a whole new experience. These big strong arms around me. I don't know. Okay. And then he sways with you and goes out to the dance floor and has a wonderful time while the rest of you can talk with the Duchess's daughter in
Duchess'
a little
daughter.
bit.
You got a name? I already forgot it. Listen.
It's Lady Rebecca.
Lady Rebecca, listen. Somebody's trying to kill your mom tonight, right now. I thought it was you. I had to check. I'm sorry for being weird about it, but somebody's sending a bunch of poison plates up to your mom, and we gotta figure out 2 things. First of all, we gotta save her life. But secondly, almost most importantly, we gotta know what her favorite secret ingredient is.
What are you talking about? What? Someone's murdering my mother and you want to know what ingredients?
Not necessarily in that order. I just need to know both of those things. I'm laying it all out on the table for you, Rebecca.
I know. What? Well, what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know. Keep your mother from dying. If she tries too many of the poison plates, she gonna die. She gonna die good.
Well, how do I stop her from having the poison plates?
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, but you're the protagonist.
Fuck.
Can she create some sort of distraction? Like, oh no, the
Let's just
camera's
we can
gone.
knock over all of the plates. But we can feed the stags.
If you want to, you can make a quick intelligence check.
I'm gonna need it.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Oh. You got a reroll?
You definitely need to stop all
I
3
do.
parts of a 3-part poison.
I have a reroll.
Okay. So,
Intelligence.
Can you do it? You doing it?
I'm doing it. Wait, you said intelligence?
Yes.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
-1, baby. That's another 1. God damn it. Wow.
All right. Yeah. The only way, you're gonna have to destroy all of the dishes. That's the only way to save her that you can think of. Intelligence roll 1.
no, and I'm not there.
I turn to Noodle.
Oh no.
Noodle, this is the most important thing you've ever done in your entire fucking tortoise life. Look at me, Noodle.
Noodle looks up. He still has gingerbread in his mouth, but he opens his mouth and goes, "Oh."
I need you to knock over the Duchess's table once all the plates get there. You got me?
He goes, huh? And at this point, despite a 1 intelligence check, you are aware that Noodle does not speak common.
Alright, I point to the table and I say charge.
Good. All right, Noodle's off. Noodle knows how to take an order, and he starts tumbling up, making his way up towards the Duchess's table. The rest of you see this as it is happening. Do you do anything about this?
Do I see this?
Yes, you see. Oh, yeah, everybody sees this tortoise charging the table.
Yoxus, we should have waited till the plates actually got to the table.
He's real slow. I think it'll time out perfectly.
All right, I'm not gonna do
I'll take
anything
that.
until we get further then.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna say he's 25% of the way there. We've got a countdown going for him now.
I get us all drinks so we can just watch.
I dance back with the vizier. But aren't we supposed to find out what her special ingredient is that she likes?
That's just for the dude who wants to marry the lady without her.
Shouldn't you tell her about that?
I
Oh,
tried.
that's
Listen,
right.
she was
Hold
very
on a
flustered.
second. She's still there, right?
Yeah, she's part of this conversation.
Nah.
She's like, wow.
Oh, Rebecca, you're still here. Holy shit.
Wow.
There's this guy who's really interested in you, but you've never met him before, and as a fellow lady, I feel I should tell you this.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
It's pretty weird, right?
Yeah.
He's a cook.
Oh.
He's cute.
Might be good.
He's cute? Oh.
He's rich.
Oh.
If you're into it.
Exotic?
Yeah.
He gave us all these hats.
Well, he's got fashion sense,
Well,
too.
not my wizard hat,
Right.
but everyone else's hat.
Hey, KB Guard, thank you for the raid.
Woo! Yeah, well, I mean, I'd at least meet a guy who's willing to go through that much trouble for me. That's
well.
kind of nice. Weird, but, like, I'm famous, so I guess it makes sense that he at least knows who I am.
Yeah.
Well, before your mom dies or doesn't, listen, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a hell of a night, but maybe you should go ask her what her favorite flavor is.
I am not on I can't have that kind of conversation with my mother.
Spit in my hands.
That would be too convenient.
Oh no.
Stride up to the Duchess's table.
I'm walking behind him just to make sure
Okay.
this.
All right.
All right. You are firmly lost in the shadow of this seductive furbolg. Seductive furbolg. That is approaching the Duchess as she lays back on her like throne chair, and she's like, "Yes, oh. Oh, that's just how it.
I'm
how she
just
talks.
imagining Futurama now.
Oh, bring me more of the grapes. All of them.
Your duchessness.
Yes. And she puts out one hand for you to kiss her ring. Ah, yes.
I don't know this custom, so I lick her knuckles.
I see you. I see you come from a foreign land where you are gross. And she wipes it off on
That is
her.
how we show our utmost affection and attraction.
She stops. Because that is very nice. And then she looks over and is like, I don't know if you need to stay here for that. She's looking over and you see a very tired Loxodon standing there and Ellie looks at all of you, looks at her, and pretends not to see. Because someone pays her peanuts.
Now, Duchess, listen,
Yes.
I wanted to make something extra special for you. I know you're getting 7 plates tonight, but I wanted to make you an 8th. And I think I just want to know what's your favorite flavor. I want to make your mouth explode.
Yeah, I see. You wish to make my mouth explode, yes? Ah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite. I love everything.
Oh, don't play coy with me.
She says, but I must. Do you really want to know?
Yes, 1,000 times, yeah.
She says, all right, you can make a persuasion check. Yes, persuade me.
I got a 4. I think I used that reroll
She says,
already.
absolutely, I will tell you, I adore paprika.
Paprika.
But
Yes.
with a 4?
Yeah, that means it's not paprika.
Right.
Paprika, it's so good. Thank you for your time, my
Yes,
loyal subject.
Of course.
Oh,
Enjoy your plate.
Duchess! Oh, Duchess!
Oh yes, you the shadow behind the furball, yes.
That's right. I am.
Yes,
the
you know
glorious
this
shadow.
strange, alluring man.
I've heard you have the most delicate palate in all the lands, and I just wish to know what makes you salivate. My wizard hat is slowly drooping down.
Yes, I see you there in your wizard hat, and you wish to collect my saliva for something. I see.
Simply to know what sort of foods make
You may attempt a
woman
persuasion
like
check as well.
you drizzle liquids down her mouth.
She's making faces at the descriptions that are unnecessary, but she's receiving.
Say the word sebum.
Deception is 1821.
Wow.
Oh wow, she believes you. You definitely want to know these things, and she's touched, and she's like, look, whoa. Yes, I suppose there are some flavors that I like a little bit better than others. I'll tell you a few of them. I'll narrow it down, if it were. I do adore garlic. That purple Subplaces garlic is so delicious. And if you butter it up, with that enormous butter, the taste is enormous too.
Greasy.
And of course, who doesn't love a good glistenberry?
I love a good shiny glistenberry.
She says, I do too. I do too. And then she looks off forlornly. I miss you, Denethor.
Thank you, my Duchess lady.
She says, of yours, yes. And she puts out her still wet, licked hand so that you may kiss her ring.
And I too lick it.
She's like, I see you are neighbors. Yes, so good to have out-of-towners come into the celebration. She keeps waving her hand, trying to get all of this off. Just thank you for your time.
And I walk back to the group.
Okay.
I leave bowing.
So,
She
butter,
said butter.
glistenberries.
Yeah.
What was the
Garlic.
last one?
Garlic.
Whatever she
Garlic.
told me. Garlic. Yeah.
So we have on the 3 ones that have poison in them. There's one that has the hot screech bear wings has hellfire rim salt, purple garlic, and enormous butter. The elven spinach has enormous butter, purple garlic, and geriatric gulf. And then the salmon river rolls have dire shrimp, glistenberry, and paprika.
Paprika. She told me paprika.
She told you that she liked paprika?
Yes.
Hmm.
You weren't convinced, though, were you? I was there,
I rolled
behind
low.
you.
I'm pretty sure.
I was
paprika.
behind him, so I couldn't hear very well. If he's confident, then you should consider
I'm
it.
always confident.
What do we...
Guys, is Noodle still on the move?
Noodle is currently at 60% of the way there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting closer.
Okay, and so
All right.
what are we trying to find? Like, is it like some ingredient that's always that's in them all of those 3?
It's a puzzle.
It is
There
a
isn't
puzzle.
one.
The favorite flavor. A flavor could be made of many ingredients.
It could be.
So which of these items has all the things that she loves?
Well, there's none of them that have all the things she loves.
If you'd like, you can make a quick intelligence check.
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
Okay, intelligence. Oh, well, that's gonna be great. I'm a -2.
There's a group blessing, and you have a blessing, and you have a reroll.
I do.
Yeah.
So I got a 10 with that, and I think I'll use my blessing with that. Okay, now it's a 15.
All right. With a 15, you can figure that that if she likes a dish, then that indicates that it probably has the ingredient that she finds her favorite. When she eats them, you'll be able to tell which things she reacts well to, which things she doesn't. And using that, you could have a process of elimination to determine what things she liked and what ingredients were in common between them.
And which ones killed her?
And which ones killed her.
Have an idea, you guys.
Good.
What if we get each separate ingredient and make something for her, like a bit of an amuse-bouche before the main course, and have her try those?
75% of the way to the table.
I don't think we have enough time to do that.
The fuck is an amuse-bouche?
Just a little sweet thing for the mouth, like a little
Appetizer.
little appetizer.
Fancy appetizer.
Oh, got it. Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Sweet. You and that weird hat language. All right.
I learned that from one of the French guys we saw earlier.
80% of the way to the table.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, so we either the not yet Duchess already seems like she's into the dude who we haven't had to introduce her to yet. So maybe we just knock over the table.
He
and
won't
then-
even need the information. She seems down.
Eh?
She seems unliked.
Ah,
And Ryan has DM powers.
You do! You can abuse these!
Okay. Might as well. Yeah. I will use my DM powers right now.
Powers.
There's a
Oh,
DM powers.
Yeah.
Okay,
hold it up so we can see.
Yes.
We watch as the turtle heads toward us, slowly makes his way towards the table. At the last moment, without being able to contain himself any longer and wait for the party to be over, the person who we were instructed to come here, Verte-san, bursts through the door and professes his love to the not yet Duchess.
Lady Rebecca, you
Lady
must know
Rebecca.
I love you so much! I know I love you so much that I do not care to do this right! Tell me you love me back!
And she realizes that he has gone through so much trouble already to get this information that she madly falls in love with him immediately, and they run up together and embrace, and also start talking about actually how they feel together, and have a completely long discussion. The tortoise knocks over the table at the same time. Food goes flying as they embrace, and it's yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, and you have saved the Duchess and brokered brokered this wonderful but awkward moment where Verte-san and Lady Rebecca are close and they look each other in the eye, and he says, I love you so much that I did not even need to know you to know that I love you. And she looks back at him and says, you have really nice pecs. And together they now have a romance that will last the ages. And Verte-san sweeps her off of her feet, and they embrace in a magical kiss as shamblers rain down from the sky, rolling away on the ground in every direction. And the Duchess looks up and goes, what? What is happening here? Oh no, my daughter has gone for a French person. No, oh goodness, no. I cannot believe that this has happened. Why? Why have you done this to me, daughter? So, why? And she falls down to her knees. Says, also, I am so hungry now.
Oh. You want some gingerbread?
She like puts out her hand and looks at it. And she goes, Gerald Ginger? Who are these people and what are they doing inside of my event? And you see guards starting to form up. But fortunately for you, the lead guard is Ellie. And she says, no, it's okay. They're fine. The real threat is elsewhere. And they point to another room. And the guards follow her that way. And you have a moment to escape if you'd like to, or chat with Verte-san. Okay. But yes, and as you make your way to Ver, he will toss you each the 50 gold that he owes you because, like, look, this is just as good, and he's willing to take this. He's like, all right, great, fantastic, thank you so much. If only I had the sense of mind to come in myself in the first place, we could have avoided all of this difficulty. But no, I did not. He says, Sacre Bleu, the only reason that I was able to do it was because I was inspired by you. The way that you so proudly went in, and I must admit, I did peek my eyes in. And you, sir, my friend, Duchess.
Oh, yeah, hey.
You are a seduction master. I have learned so much from you. And then he takes Lady Rebecca's hand and licks it. Oh. And she goes, oh, that's gross.
That was for free.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, you have successfully united the two of them in love, and you didn't discover the ingredient, but you went through all of the work for it. And so you are successful. The Duchess is very upset, but she cannot defeat the power of true love, and that is clearly what is powering Verte-san and Lady Rebecca at the moment. And they declare you to be their guests for the day because both of them have gotten to know you, and they invite you to stay and enjoy a new set of meals made by the cooks that probably won't have poison in it because you have not reported that there are 3 poisoning kobolds in the building. But
Right. Oh, yes.
But if you do, Ellie will take care of them.
Yeah, I just poke them an air hole and I leave them there for
Oh
the
no,
night.
Ellie takes care of them.
Oh no.
And what of, it seems like it's such a time to celebrate and we're all here together, so, you know, why don't we just all have a little after-party celebration and maybe that will invoke some of the holy stags to come back and join in with us. It's just, you know, could be nice for all of us.
Steve Buscemi comes up next to you and nods, and he says, "That sounds like a good idea to me."
Pablo Dore, Pablo Dore, welcome with
But at the last moment, Muna the Minotaur is not so happy about this, and she steps in and she walks right up to Verte-san. And she looks at him and says, "What have you done? Have you found it? Have you found my milk?" And he looks to her and looks up and says, No. What do you do to diffuse this situation so that everybody can have a nice, lovely evening?
I still have
Last
this
ditch
bottle
effort.
that you gave me.
of poison?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Go, Morthos,
All
go!
right, Morthos.
Morthos gives Moon and the Minotaur a third of a poison.
Enjoy.
And she looks at it oddly. What do you tell her it is? If you want, you can make a persuasion check to make it sound like something that she'd like rather than her milk.
Okay. I got a 14.
All right. What do you tell her this is?
This is the most delicious, amazing, fantastical thing you've ever tasted. And I'm giving you my very last bottle, just out of the goodness of my heart. Think of it as a milkshake without shrimp in it.
She considers, and with a sigh, her nose ring flips.
Oh, shit.
And she takes it, and then she looks at Vare as she leaves. She's like, "I'm gonna find you. If you ever do that again, I'm coming for you." And then she leaves through the door, and exits out to the sunset. Success.
Nice.
You have brought peace to this kingdom, and you have ruined dinner,
All right.
but you have brokered a romance.
Wow.
And you are successful. You have your 100 gold. You have the friendship of a duchess. Well, the duchess's daughter, and you have pieces of shrimp po' boy all over your tortoise. And that is the adventure. You have done it. You have succeeded. You have saved the day.
Hooray! All right, well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Steve, thanks for jumping in and running this
Yeah.
game.
Thank you for having me.
Cam, thanks for coming. Robert, thanks for coming. Ryan, you live here.
I live
here. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And everything you did donate goes right back in the studio, helps with the upgrades and stuff. If anything you saw tonight you think was worth at least $1, please consider joining our Patreon. So thank you, of course, to our Patreon producers, Liam Huddlemeyer and Option Delete, as well as our associate producers, Brittany Stratford, Jesse Glaspie, I'm Jason O'Dowd, and Michi909, as well as our special shout out to our filtered friends and family. There they all are. They're right there. At tiers 3 and above, you can get yourself a pin. But even the lowest tier gets you some exclusive content, some behind-the-scenes stuff, some chatty chats, and all that good stuff. Reed says, "Just shout me out. I'm here." Okay, Reed. Okay, Reed. Reed, are you happy? Reed.
Reed Harris Cooper, right there
Reed?
in the thing.
Cooper. Reed Harris. That's Reed. Reed Harris. Reed.
I see it going by there. That's that Reed Harris.
And
You know the
right
most
there
important person. Dick Sword, everybody! Dick Sword! Thank you, Dick Sword.
You should have joined us on our adventure.
I'm uncomfortable.
And as always, we're gonna pay all this love forward with a raid. So thank you all of you who raided us tonight. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for telling your friends. Thanks for bringing folks and new people. Thanks for being here. Make sure to give us a follow. Join our Discord so you can see what we're up to, as well as our Instagram. We're at Percept Studio on Instagram and Twitter. We'll catch you soon. Who are we gonna raid, Art? Norse Foundry, one of our sponsors. Wow. Make sure that you give them lots and lots of love
And tell them who came.
Tell them who sent you.
That's what I meant.
What did you say?
Wow.
Tell them who came.
Well, let's see. First there was.
It wasn't the wizard.
No.
No, that'll be part 2 in that fight.
Oh, yes. The whole adventure over here with my fascinator now. Yes.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a great night, everyone.
Don't be floppy.
See you later.
Be floppy.